Hello, friends. I believe we are ready to go. I apologize for the delay. That was unfortunate on my end, but I think we are set. Good times. I'm back in Dark Souls 2. I am continuing our journey where we left off last time, and that was with the, what was his name? The Fume Knight, yes. I got my bit of tea with me. Actually, I might at some point eat during the stream. I will hopefully not make a lot of noise as I do so. Hopefully you all won't even notice as it happens. We'll see though. Alright, today I am experimenting and I'm not monetizing the stream. I'm going to be seeing how, I guess, that works. My hope is that by not monetizing the stream, more people will be able to click on it successfully, and we might retain some of our former glory, as perhaps some has been lost. All right. Well, the tea's immaculate. Life is good. I am making sure all of my side stuff is ready. Like all my notes and the like. Nice. For those who didn't know, there are notes involved during the streams that I try to reference periodically. I peek into the materiality of the production here. It's nothing too major though. Most of it is impromptu very much. Okay. Think I'm good. Yes. All right, I see there are two people watching. Hello, friends. Welcome in. Happy to have you all here. My voice is already a little messed up, even though the stream hasn't begun. I suspect this is going to be it'll be an interesting experience for sure. But either way, no, happy to have you all here already. I am getting just a second, actually. Sorry about that. A little greeble walked into my room and, yeah. Okay, all is good. Okay, Grimnir, hello friend, so happy to have you here. Grimnir was witness to me cooking my dinner, and now I hold it in my hands, happy. It turned out good. Hell yeah. All right. Fueled. Feeling powerful. Okay. I'm realizing how compromising it is. You guys can see my mic turning off, whatever. Okay. So I am going to go to, I guess, the Fume location, right? That's where we're going to go with. This time around, I don't explicitly have my green, the green, what do you call the green? The stamina stuff, sorry. Wife-Hat. Oh, hello, Wife-Hat, good to have you here. Time, Dr. Freeman. I apologize that I'm late, Wife-Hat. That was truly not intentional. I'm very sorry about that, and I'll try to be better about the scheduling. But I'm very happy you've made it here. This is already got some company. That makes me happy. Very, very good to see. Okay, so I am going to. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to be doing attempts against the Fume Knight. That's not what I wanted. Okay, hopefully he doesn't care. Doesn't notice me, right? No, okay, he does. Okay, that. Okay. This is a good beginning to the stream. That's how a Dark Souls stream should begin. What I was saying is, as each time I die, I'm going to take a few bites of my food and charge myself up for the future encounters. I made some pasta with beef and broccoli. It's kind of Kind of groovy, you guys. Got a slice of baguette in here. It's gonna be a good evening. Okay. If ever y'all hear me chewing, please say that immediately. I would absolutely hate for y'all to hear me chewing. That just sounds terrible. I have a friend who gets like especially irritated by that sound. So I would not wish to infringe upon that. Anyway, so yeah, last time we were doing this, we were fighting the Fume Knight, and what is happening with these walls? Is this just... What's happening with these textures? Is this regular? Is this normal? Infinitely flowing ash in the Fume Knight's arena? I guess that makes sense. It all just is... It's getting gathered here. The great ash pile. Understood. Wi-Fi says, did you want to grab the Claranthe first? My friend, I have no clue what that is. I do not remember the Claranthes. I apologize. I guess not. It's a little too late for that. So I'm just going to go straight into it and see where we left off. How has my skill at all altered him since my last encounter with this man? Okay. 1, 2. Okay, right. Oh, I have to remember the stamina. Stamina is a big deal in this fight. Alright, so far doing pretty okay. Man, I do like the insane speed of the new roll that I got. Oh, getting carried away there. So far, so good. Oh, that's not good. I'm doing alright even without my stamina regen. Okay, this is the furthest I've gotten in a while, and this was just my first attempt. Oh my gosh. I see. I understand now. I am reminded of why I haven't gotten very far. But I take a little bit of food. I have a bite. 1 second. It's immaculate. So Wi-Fi's saying to get the stamina ring. We're gonna try that, you know? Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna try that again. Alright. So Grimmer says that was a good start. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I think we'll destroy this man soon enough. I've not at all progressed in the second phase. The second phase has been a mystery to me in terms of how I'm supposed to do it. That's okay though. Okay. Y'all didn't see me just falling off the stairs there. Don't clip it, please. Okay. Crit multiplier! Ah, good to see you here, friend. Oh, we're already getting the OGs. Oh, this is delightful. Let's maybe get Michael in here as well, and we're all going to be set. Get Damien as well. Would be delightful. Do you hear me munching on something? No, you shouldn't be hearing me munching on anything. That's really unfortunate if you do. I shouldn't be munching. That's... The materiality of the wizard is revealed in this chewing. I'm going to stop chewing as so long as my microphone is on. Yes, we'll see. Wi-Fi says you are below a skyscraper-sized furnace. Oh, I guess that makes sense why we're getting that ash runoff that tracks. Also, so I went here because I thought this is where I'm supposed to go. I might be totally deceived, or maybe not deceived, but misguided for now by my own understanding of where this ring would be. It's like, I think I was told that it's somewhere in this direction. It's not in this chest, given that it's empty. Alright. Alright, also to anyone new joining, I suppose it needs saying, this is my first experience with Dark Souls 2. I am just a wizard making my way through. And I might not look like a wizard right now, given that I'm carrying a sword. But I promise you, at my core, I think myself to be a wizard. Which I guess, does it matter if I think that I'm a wizard, if I'm carrying a sword? What do y'all think? Is this true? Voices? Am I a wizard even though I'm not casting spells at this moment? What makes a wizard, you guys? You know, yeah, this is a good question, maybe for the stream to consider. What makes a wizard? This will be a recurring theme throughout this episode. Or will it? I don't know. We'll see. Crit Multiplier says, must have been the wind. Yes, real multiplier. There was no munching at all. Wi-Fi says, hug the left side of the woods. It's near a cliff on a ridge. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna fast travel right back to where we were a second ago. And I'm going to indulge in another bite of my food as I do so. Yes, we're gonna go right back here and gonna give that another shot. Yes. Man, I can't chew that fast. That's insane. Okay. That's all right. You know, this is partially a product of moving the stream up by half an hour. I'm still adjusting to this new schedule. It is a little atypical, but that's okay. Oh, this guy. Oh. Don't kill my friend. Don't kill that head. Okay. Think we're good? Of course. Oh, well, that makes me happy. I'm glad you were able to enjoy that. I enjoyed it too. Do you know of any rings? I hear there's a ring about somewhere that you don't seem to possess. Interesting. Wi-Fi says Gandalf had a sword. So real. I should know the name of his sword, but I don't, unfortunately. Not off the top of my head. That makes me a little disappointed in my own knowledge of Lord of the Rings, but you're right. Gandalf had a sword, although he did hold a staff as well, so I don't know. It's an interesting thing we got going right now. I'm assuming he doesn't have... Oh, decapitate gesture. Sick. Okay. That feels offensive to this character. Dude. Like, can you imagine? Let's give it a shot right now, actually. Here. Wait. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to change it. And see, like, is this not extremely offensive to you? Like, wow. Like, that's the most disrespectful gesture you could possibly do to a decapitated person, I think. Other than just actually decapitating them again. Or decapitating yourself. No, I think that seems more inclusive to decapitate yourself in front of a decapitated person. Okay, well, we're going to keep hugging the left wall, as was advised by Wi-Fi. Chris Multiplier says, it's simple, pointy hat, magic tricks, but it's magic, so it's also about what you don't see. Interesting. I'm going to go back to this point, and if I don't in a few minutes, Crit Multiplier, please remind me to do so, because I actually have more to say in that regard. I want to get through the other voices and through the fog. We all go through the fog differently. Wi-Fi says Sharpstick complements the glowy magic. Yeah, that's true. I think that's fair. I think maybe there is a power in that, combining the sticks aesthetic to epically phallic objects. Okay. So I see a chest. My only question is, can I get to it? Surely this is the ring, right? Okay. Yes, I'll have to see that. Best gesture law, says Crit Multiplier. That's wonderful. Dude is doing... Oh my gosh, no. I'm grabbing whatever this is. This is the ring. We're getting out of here. We're going right back to where we were. I don't know where I am. Let's hope I get through the fog. I'll probably die. I don't mind dying, admittedly. I don't know, given my power of undeath, I might as well, I suppose. Wi-Fi says, no, so Crit Multiplier says, dude is doing the Slim Shady trick. Dude, I don't know if I get that reference. I'm a fool. I mean, I know Slim Shady. I don't know what his trick was. I'm gonna kill myself. Don't call any hotlines. That was purely in game. Anyway, I take another bite. Y'all, this immaculate meal. I'm so happy with this. That I actually was able to have a quick bite there. That was sick. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. I'm going right back to the Fume night and giving it another shot. I think we're not gonna have too much trouble with him. I do suspect the second phase. Okay, the second phase might give us some trouble, just because I don't understand how I'm supposed to dodge it. I think those tend to be the most confusing boss fights, when there's an attack and you just don't understand. Self-deprecating humor with that gesture. Nice. That's fair. I like that. Grimnir Talk says, I see the tactic for eating your food. Yes, it's the same. Yeah, I see the strategy to success. I will get my nutrition and have a stream. It'll happen, given that how many times it'll probably end up dying. So it works out in the end. Crit Multiplier says, what are you eating? I'll explain. It was, I guess, I threw some pasta into a pot while I had some broccoli in the oven. Thanks to Grimnir guiding me, actually. Grimnir advised me on how to cook the broccoli, and the broccoli turned out wonderful, Grimnir. Thank you for that. And then I had some beef, some tomatoes, and then eggs inside of my pasta, and a bit of baguette. Really a wonderful time. I would savor this more fully if I wasn't playing this game right now. And also, you guys, did y'all notice how I didn't put on the ring I just got? I think I was tricked by Crit Multiplier to talk about my food. Okay. Come on. Like this is not too bad to dodge, you know? Like I think I can keep doing this indefinitely. But then the insane hitboxes, like, or never mind, I can't that was, ignore what I said. Nothing was said. Yeah, no. Wi-Fi says there is the +2 version of the ring also, but you need to beat a boss for it. I don't know what boss that would be. That's interesting. I find the second phase easier. You do, Wi-Fi. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Maybe it is easy. Okay. I also got some tea. I got a cup of milk. Man, you guys, I'm at the top of the world. This is gonna be great. We're gonna kill the Fume Knight, and I'm gonna have my tea. This is good. I'll talk about more than my food, but the food does preoccupy my mind right now. Here, what was the Flynn's ring again? I might have removed it. Lowering equip load increases physical attack. We are keeping that. That was useful. What is this? Increases stamina. I do need that, damn it. I don't need that. Okay. I do need this. Dispelling ring was cool. I actually think we're just going to be fine with the new ring that we found. Sometimes deflect spells. That's not it. I will find it, surely. I appreciate your patience, guys. Knuckle ring? No. Oh, of course. I remember you. We've seen you in other games. Cool. Love to see that. Oh my gosh, just radiating that green aura. And actually, we're going to go ahead and use one of these, because I can afford to, thanks to Wi-Fi donating them to me so charitably. Wi-Fi says, I have cheese stuffed sausages. Very cool. I have more to say on that. Okay, that's it, Wi-Fi. I'm going to the kitchen. Yeah, nice, you guys. Also, what is this? Steelheart Ellie? I don't trust that. I don't want to have that on my team. I think I can take care of this enemy myself with time. Also, I respect the cheese sausages, but also in a way disrespect the sausages. As a call out to, I think, or call back to, was it second or third stream? Maybe the fourth stream that we had. I deeply dislike cheese. It's just not my thing. I'm glad you're enjoying your sausages. I couldn't do it, my friend, but please enjoy. Okay. Let's mog on this man. Okay, never mind. Retreat. So, we've talked previously, this is kind of that confrontation between, you know, Knight and Wizard that we've been, I guess, expecting since the, I guess, probably the second episode of the series, given that I've had my experiences with the Pursuer, and I actually missed the Pursuer. I don't know where that man is. I feel like ours conflict hasn't been resolved fully. I think back on it, and I'm pretty sure it was canon that he was the one who killed my family. At least that's what I interpreted it as. So I do want to at some point resolve that. He has not shown up in any places. Okay, we're doing all right. Oh gosh, that the hell of a block you have there. I have one too, though. 1, 2. Never mind. Mistimed. Come on. Like, this is a fun boss fight. I very much have enjoyed it. It is fun fighting this enemy. Like, it feels like very much a battle of attrition, but also involving a lot of kind of fun dodging. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck me. Okay. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're doing good. Fuck. Okay, never mind that. Understood. Wifat says, you missed a couple encounters with the Pursuer. Damn. Okay, I'm eating. Okay. The food is immaculate. Okay. Almost eager to die again, but we'll see. Also, I'm noticing there's a little bit of lag on the stream. I am still working on getting an Ethernet cable for these. Yeah, hopefully that'll be resolved soon. I am sorry that still is an issue at all. Okay, doing it again. It is a shame that I missed those Pursuer encounters, Wifat. I should have completed that. It's funny. I like to think of myself as like, oh yeah, kind of a completionist for these games, but like, honestly, at the rate that I had gone through this game, I don't think that could ever be me. Okay. 1, 2. I mean, we've been pretty consistently getting him to a second phase, but then again, I might be too soon in saying that. Come on, run at me and do the little poke. Ha, failure. It's alright. Well, to be fair, he's killed me a lot of times at this point. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Come on. That's totally reasonable. You know, that's what you get when you start talking too soon. Okay. Wi-Fi says there is a hidden mechanic to postpone the second phase. That's unusual. I feel like when it comes to the second phases of these boss fights, there's like It feels like pure chance. Perhaps I'm supposed to fight him honorably or something. Strange concept. Alright. Whoever's joining, this is my first time fighting the Fume Knight in Dark Souls 2, or playing Dark Souls 2 in general. I mean, this is not my first fight against him in this playthrough, given that this is not my first attempt. But I've never defeated this man, so I'm eager to the prospect. I would say that so far this is one of my favorite fights in the game. Yeah. I don't know, it's just, what a sick boss design, you know? Okay, that's not good. This kind of feels like Dark Souls 3, you know? Like, I've recently played Dark Souls 1 again. This feels like Dark Souls 3, just in terms of the enemies expecting me to dodge like perfectly a bunch of sword swings, as opposed to, you know, being able to tank them or being able to have some weird gimmick. This is, yeah, this is just a proto Dark Souls 3 fight. Okay. I think the depth of my commentary is limited as I'm fighting this man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was alright. No, that was not okay. Okay, I have a thing. Oh yeah, we're doing okay. We're kind of dodging him. Okay, that's really cool. That's really epic. If anyone has any tips on how one is supposed to dodge that, I'd appreciate it. I don't know if I'm supposed to run away. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, look him in the eyes. That's interesting. Crit multiplier. Did you hear me eating? I'm sorry. I did not intend for that. Wifehead says he's supposed to start phase 2 at 60% health. However, he will not enter phase 2 while his sword is glowing. I don't get it. Why would his sword be glowing? I don't think I've ever noticed it glowing. Crit multiplier says Yeraim, or whatever the Fume's true name was, and Valstad had a rivalry going. Valstad. The numbers, what do they mean? Man. Valstad. Is that the tree stump? My memories fade to black. I do not remember this man. Who is Valstad? Okay. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Grimnir says, it's been so long since I tried this boss, but I think I usually dodge into him, slightly left or the right, but I might be misremembering that. I see, okay, fair enough. Crit multiplier says you run away from the explosion and dodge and roll the orbs. Dodge into the orbs. Okay. Wife, it says the glowing sword is a buff he applies when he slams his sword into the ground. Interesting. Okay, well maybe I'll try figuring out how to postpone that. That's an exciting prospect. I appreciate all these insights, my friendly voices. Okay. Let's try this again. Will my greed corrupt me? I suspect it might. Okay, I feel like so far doing okay. I'm really missing him though. I keep missing him. Okay, that's okay. That's going good. That being able to dodge that fast is wonderful. I love that. Come on, try me. This is cool. Okay, do your thing again so I can... How do I make him... I forget. How do I make him do the attack so that he makes a sword glow? That's it, that's it. Is the sword buffed in this state? Oh, that did hurt. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, you know what? It all makes sense now. I take another bite, though. Okay, we are back. I'm like 30% through my plate. Yeah, okay. We'll see. I think I understand the strategy to success. Oh my gosh, I just realized how many voices there are right now. Let me see here. You can bait the slam attack by healing. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I did not realize that's how that worked. I thought it was just like a matter of chance. Thank you for explaining that, Wi-Fat. Luke Raven, welcome in, friend. Happy to have you here. This is a first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I'm excited to have you here. I'm just a wizard, making my way through Drang Lake. Love this boss. You got this. Thank you, friend. I will get him. I am certain of it. Soon enough. It's just figuring out the mechanics, one death after the other. Velstad was the guy guarding King Vendrick in the Undead Crypt. I would not have remembered that ever. That's crazy. Random guy, bellboy, bell tolls. I see. He was one of the bosses. Yeah, that's how he is in my mind. That's all right. He does like 10% more damage while buffed. I'm assuming that you're talking about the glowing sword. Fair enough. And I take a potato chip and I eat it, says script multiplier. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's just jump straight into it and kill this man. You know what? That's how I should treat it. Okay. I'm not allowed to die. I have to succeed. Okay. Come on. It is insane how many attacks he does and how much stamina that takes from me. This would be very, very difficult without the stamina ring, I have to say that. Thank you for this, you guys. Alright. Yeah. Man, yeah, what if I wasn't allowed to respawn after this? What if this is my fate? What if my life depends on this? Okay, let's see, could I do it, theoretically? If I actually, like, had no choice but to kill this man. Come on. Do the slam attack, do the slam attack. Thank you, I appreciate you listening to me. Okay. Yes, again, keep doing it, keep doing that. Oh, that really hurt me. Doing it right though? Come on. Ah, that really hurt. Okay, I'll have to take the little bit of healing. Come on now. No! Well, what would have happened is I would have died. That's what would have happened. But tell you what, that might have been the most hits I've gotten on him in my second phase. Or in his second phase. One of these days, he's gonna see my second phase, and that'll be, yeah, I'll destroy that man. I was so consumed by the grief of having just died that I forgot to take a bite of my food, so I go hollow. I return back to the boss fight, so we now know that I would have died no matter what. That's unfortunate. Sorry about the stream buffering. I'm seeing that that's happening. I'm gonna figure that out one of these days, probably by next stream. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna try that again. Let's see what everyone is saying. Wafet says there's also another hidden mechanic to force him to phase 2 at the start. I'd rather not. I bet I'll accidentally hit it by accident or something. The ash is sticking you, your sweaty body wizard. The night stands proud. Yeah, I am reduced to ash, unfortunately. That's actually how I beat him on my first playthrough. Oh, by delaying his phase? That I see. Your second phase. Yeah, my second. It's gonna happen, dude. Why do they all get second phases, but I don't as the protagonist? Then again, am I the protagonist? I'm somebody. I don't know. We do it again. Wish me luck, friends. This will not take the entire stream. Man, he just chained me there for a second. I do think this fight would go very differently if this was not a video game. Just like... I mean, for many reasons, this would be a very different fight. I mean, this guy being able to swing that sword would be fucking crazy. Man, I'm really not doing very good. But what I was gonna say was that it feels like knowing that this is just ultimately a boss fight does make it feel like, okay, I need to get through this at a certain time. While IRL, if my life was depending on it, feels like I would like really, you know, take my time with every single blow, almost like in a fencing match, you know, or like not in a fencing match, like in an actual duel to the death. You know, have you seen that one, like fencing duel that was like in some movie, like labeled as like, oh, the most like realistic duel in a film or whatever. I recently got that in my recommendations. I was like, oh, you know, it was very slow, very methodical, very lethal. And I feel like this guy, like, it would, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay, no, I was saying that, where was my Estus flask? Was I so foolish as to not have an Estus flask ready? I'll love to hear that, love to see that. Anyway, I was trying to say that, what was I trying to say? Yeah, no, it feels like if I was actually fighting this man to the death, or if any of you were actually fighting him to the death, you'd probably take your time with it, like, really take your time with it, as much as you could. I mean, but, I don't know. Excuse me, I cannot take that. Okay. Let's see, okay. Great Monspar says, not unlocked the skill tree yet. Yeah, nice. It's just my second phase, Mom. Come on, leave me alone. The Fume Knight was smoking me, though. Smoked me enough. Estus left in the car. Yeah, dude, I completely forgot about the Estus. Let me try it on. I feel like I'll actually be able to use it effectively this time around. So, for sure, let's see. Okay. Alright. We do it again. We do it again, but this time we succeed. I've said this quite a few times at this point, so I might be losing meaning as I say that. Hello, Wizard Media Stream. How can we help you? Yeah, that. I will not say who that was. That's all right. Okay. Let's give it another shot. I think I can do it. Okay. Yeah. Man, having a massive stamina bar is awesome. Actually, to be fair, my stamina bar is actually pretty minimal, and I could probably expand it later. Yes. Oh my gosh, that hurt me. That hurt me so badly. But I live. Come on. Oh, can I afford it? I did it. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, so it looks like the Estus Flask is the new meta. I know exactly when to heal, so as to not suffer the consequences. Okay. That is a very satisfying attack to dodge there. When I actually dodge it. Come on. No, not like this. Man, he is quick. He is quick as hell in this phase. Well, okay, I thought I would have lived through that, but that's okay. I mute for a moment. I return. Okay. Are you guys enjoying the repetition of this? This is kind of what I imagined it would be like to actually stream Dark Souls or any kind of From Software game. Just constant repetition. But, you know, in a way, y'all get to join me in this great Sisyphusian labor. And I guess we all form a community around it. So, no, good times. Also, I don't think I've asked in the beginning of the stream, how's my mic sounding around this time? I would love to... I'd actually love to know if it's tolerable. Okay. So, yeah, I haven't ranted like a wizard in a minute. I will try to amend that after this fight. Okay. I am slightly locked in. Hope it is okay. Wow. I'm not talking very much because I think like a piece of food is like stuck in between like my throat and my nose, and it's kind of horrible. and it's I don't know what to do about it. We'll see. It'll probably go away in time. What do I do? That's okay. We're gonna make it. I shouldn't say that. Yes. Oh, yes, he did the attack. Perfect. This is my chance. I should be getting those hits in on him. Yes, keep doing that. That's very good, friend. Well, that's funny, thinking of him as a friend. We kind of will be comrades at the end of this, at least. Like even as enemies, we'll have a kind of a strange relationship. Okay. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, we're solid. This is our best chance. Fuck me. That really was unfortunate. Okay, this is our best chance though. Never mind. That was actually like maybe like that was like number 4 chance. Like not actually our best chance. We could definitely do better than that. Yeah, I mute again. Wi-Fi says the wizard's second phase is summoning help. Wow, I guess I feel kind of called out, not gonna lie, but I think it's fair. Yeah, that sort of has been the record, the track record so far of my attempts. I think in that case, no, I will not activate second phase for this boss. Given his history, allegedly, with this community, the significance of the Fume Knight boss fight, I should tank him, or not, perhaps not tank him, but I need to conquer him myself. You know, we all gotta have those boss fights occasionally. You know, I mean, for most people, that's the entire game. Remember, I mean, with Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne, I guess do take some pride in that I never summoned anyone for like my legitimate playthroughs. But it's honestly been way more fun doing it with a few comrades. For those new here, Wi-Fi has been epically helping me throughout the journey, but like actually like joining in and yeah. Oh my gosh, that was way too close. Well, I was saying he'd actually join us and battle my foes with me, so it was pretty cool. The paladin is on vacation, really now. Oh yeah, I guess. Oh, that's fair. I just saw a glimpse of the voices. I shouldn't be looking at the voices at this dire hour. 1, 2, 1. That feels awesome to dodge each time, you know? Come on, dude. You should totally, like, slam your thing on the ground. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I want. No. Okay, that we didn't want. But here, try it again, dude, actually. Oh, I didn't want that either. Here, try that. No, not that. Do the overhead. You'll trust me, man. It's important. You're gonna have a great time if you do that. I guess I got too carried away with trying to bait him. That's unfortunate. For those joining, I'm trying to follow Wi-Fi's tactic of getting this man to not enter second phase by having him slam his sword onto the ground. So, yeah. We'll see. I mean, I shouldn't be trying to pursue it that explicitly, given that it is not something I figured out myself. And then again, y'all are the voices. Y'all know what's important for me to know and what's not. So I trust y'all's judgment. Okay. Crit Monster says the wizard needs no help unless he gets cocky. Yeah, that's true. I think, and Jinx says it. Yeah, that's true. It's yeah. I think I have had a track record of getting cocky in this game. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, look, Raven. Good to see you here. He's the nameless king of Dark Souls 2. The nameless king of Dark Souls 2. For some reason, when I think of Dark Souls, like when I think of Dark Souls 3 and thinking of like a hard enemy, for me, it'll always be the Twin Princes. I think the nameless king was like, I mean, he was hard, but I remember getting stuck for like actually like 60 tries on the Twin Princes, and like in a way I don't think I've ever been stuck in a boss fight. I don't know what about it. It just was like insane. I remember the first time I did that boss fight, like, oh, it was like, oh yeah, I can do this like in the second try. I got the boss to like half health. The Twin Princes were, you know, going to be defeated, and then it took like 60 more tries, of course, in typical Dark Souls fashion. And then only afterwards did I actually go and venture to fight the Nameless King. And while he was crazy, he was it was after having defeated the Twin Princes, so his difficulty was like not as daunting as them because it didn't take as many tries. His boss fight was much less frustrating because I didn't have that initial like, oh yeah, I got the enemy to like half health and now I'm gonna kill him in the next try. That he was just hard all throughout, and that made him feel less terrible. I'm gonna go quick. Not gonna take a bite. 1 second. All right. Crit Multiplier says he went to Arch Dragon Peak. He and the Nameless King are old buds. Really now? It's like I can't tell if you're joking or if this is truly part of the lore, given how these games are interconnected in very weird ways. I have to say, Dark Souls 2 is not what I thought it was. I genuinely thought there was zero connections between like Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, even though it's like the same game in some ways. Like, you know, there are the bonfires and stuff. I thought the stories were so like disconnected that it wasn't really like at all Dark Souls, and I don't know why that was. I think I've just been grossly misinformed by the greater discourse around the game. Ah, what a fool I am. It's always just getting a little cocky there, you know, and letting him get the blow on me that I shouldn't have landed. Come on. That is a 6 sword, though. Is it present in other games? Is it in Dark Souls 3? I feel like I've seen it there. No, not like this. Well, I suppose this gives us some practice. So 2 hits there, that's okay. Okay, you know, this is not terrible. We're not doing too bad. Fuck. Why do I ever say that? Why do I ever say I'm not doing too bad? As soon as I say it, it's gone. Just ate a cherry tomato, feeling supercharged. Life is good. Took a sip of some chamomile tea. I think we're gonna do all right. All right, let's see what everyone's saying. Wifet says, nah, he just sits there petting his dragon and glares at you when you try and talk to him. Yeah, that's fair. Twin princes always give me the most trouble of the main game bosses. So real for that Wifet. I feel like I've not heard that sentiment expressed very much, and I'm glad you're a kindred spirit in that sense. I don't know what it was about the twin princes. The first time around, they just, like, I did not get it. It did not make sense how to actually fight them. I don't know. And yeah, we're getting Wifet lore. You're right, Crit Multiplier. That's kind of epic. Love to get some Crit Multiplier lore as well at some point if you were ever wishing to share your experiences. Do you have a... yeah, well, for all of you, do y'all have a like the boss that is giving you the most trouble in all of these games? I'm very curious, and I'd love to hear all your opinions on that. Or maybe see how relatable it is to all of y'all. I see there's several other voices, but I will check them out as soon as I am done with this attempt. I don't like how I'm saying this attempt. No, this success. Yes, that's it. We're going to destroy this man. Okay, 1, 2, 1. All right. So far, I will not say anything. I will just not. I'll keep my mouth shut. That's the big lesson. That is. I'll keep saying it. That's an awesome attack to dodge. Like it feels like Dark Souls 3 dodging that like one attack after the sword stab. Yes, you keep doing that. Come on, do your slam again. You know, that was yeah, like that. No, not like no, you come on. Yeah, his moveset is actually quite versatile. For some reason, I think Dark Souls 2 is not having particularly, like, many moves on bosses, but this one actually... Yeah, no, he's quite versatile, as I've said. Okay, come on, try to do that one again. Do the slam. No! I'm a fool. No, okay, well, I'll learn. Never mind, I won't learn. Oh, yes, I learned. The trick is to survive. Never mind. I learned nothing. Alright. I'm getting efficient at eating while I'm reloading. Probably unhealthy to eat that fast. Bad for digestion, I'm sure. Anyway, whatever. What's everyone saying here? Like the moon presence of this playthrough. That I'm assuming you're talking about YFAT. That's kind of funny. I like the idea of YFAT as actually like the moon presence voice. And given just how many characters he's made for this playthrough, I feel like he of all people deserves the title of being the moon presence behind it all. That's fair. YFAT says the main character is on NG +9, and twin princes are disproportionately hard on that cycle that any other harder than any other boss. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Midir was easier than them. That shocks. Oh my god, I forgot Midir was a thing. He was a beast, for sure. I remember having more trouble with. No, yeah, Midir was pretty evil. I have to give you that. Then Grimir says the Jinx is a powerful magic in Dark Souls. Yes, you're so right. I like your thinking, friend. That's exactly it. Jinxing as magic. That's fascinating. Oh boy, that's going to be in Elden Ring for sure. What is going to be an Elden Ring, friend? I think I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm going to read the voices as soon as I'm done with this attempt. We fight once more. Okay. Wow. Oh, how did I let that happen? Oh my god, what just happened? What just happened? No. What is this? Well, that was cool. Thank you, computer. Wow, okay. So 1 second. So, okay, just took a bite. I'm like waiting for the stream to catch up with, okay, never mind. It's all good. I had like for a second there, I had a flash in my screen. They just told me that my like IP address was exposed or something. I was like, no. I think it like actually showed my IP address, and I just wanted to make sure that like it didn't on stream. I think we're good. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. That was a faulty attempt. It does not count. What's everyone saying now? Current Bloodsport says anything Elden Ring. Yeah. Radan on RL34 was not fun. Not fun at all, though the obsidian lamina was worth the trouble. I see. Okay. Fair enough. Then, Lugraven, friend, hello. Hardest boss is either Unpatched Radan or Sur Alone, including Runback. Ah, I see. I forget Sur Alone. Who's Sur Alone? Unpatched. I remember. Okay, so I have fought like Radon like in the base game. I've not tried the DLC. It was awesome boss fight, honestly. But that was a while ago. I think that was like as far as I had gotten with Elden Ring, and that was years ago when it had first come out. And I think I stopped right after that. Okay. And I have not played. I've not played Elden Ring like fully, and I kind of skimmed a lot of it. And admittedly, I am again in a place kind of like with Dark Souls where I don't really remember what was there, and I have no way of situating my knowledge of Elden Ring in anything because I don't understand any of its lore, and so it just doesn't make any sense. And so I think I've basically forgotten it all. Gruber says the boss that I've had the most trouble with will be the one you're going to meet in Elden Ring at some point. Very cool. Thank you, Grimnir. I'm excited for that. Okay, I'm going to read the next messages in a minute, but again, we fight once more. Okay. Okay. It's interesting remembering how much, like, time this actually all takes. Like, actually fighting a boss in these games. Come on. Do some kind of an attack so I can actually heal. Yes, like that. Thank you. Okay, nice. Also, Crit Mods player, I still remember our conversation that you kind of began about defining what a wizard is. And you mentioned the role of magic in it, and I have more to say. I would appreciate at some point you reposting your comment again, because I do want to talk more about that. And that was extremely foolish on my end. Run. Okay, we're doing good. Oh my god, I actually dodged it. Hi, and I stab him. Hell yeah. Okay. You guys, y'all seeing this? Y'all didn't see anything. Okay. I'll take another bite. All right. You know, that gives me hope. I think that was not a terrible thing to dodge. I just gotta start running instantly. I'm sure I'm gonna find a way to do it more effectively. Like, I'm beginning to understand more and more, and that's an exciting prospect. Also, I see several messages, but hello, Samu, hello world, says skill issue. Thank you, Samu. I appreciate that. Very cool. It is indeed a skill issue. I'm not good enough to kill this man yet, but I hopefully will be soon. Thank you for that. Yes. So, Grimnir says, no, it's not Gridmonster says, Wizard forgot his own question. Too much food and fighting and taping out. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sorry. Wifehead says, some bosses aren't that much harder on high NG plus cycles, and other become a nightmare. I've not really had very much NG plus experience to know too much about that, but I guess good to know. Fascinating. Okay, he's a spoiler. That's who. Understood. Not sure who that would be. Fair enough. There's one boss later in the game you will fight that has given me more trouble than any other boss in any game by a factor of 10. That's an exciting prospect, my friend. I can't wait to get there. Grimnir says that was some good dodges. Thank you. I appreciate that. Samu says, I mean, no offense, enjoy playing, man. Oh, no, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I didn't take it like in an offended way or anything. I get it. I appreciate you, man. Happy to have you here. I always delight in more voices joining the stream. Is this your first time with us here, Samu? We've been, I guess, yeah, what, going through Drang Lake for the first time. This is my first time in Dark Souls 2. I am just a wizard, and I don't know, slowly figuring out my purpose in this world. And I think our journey is not at an end, but we're getting there, close to the finale of it all, I suspect. So, I don't know, exciting times. We've had many quite epic moments so far, and I guess I wonder how it's all going to wrap up in the end. I have never seen any spoilers for the Dark Souls 2 ending, so I'm very keen on finding out what it's actually going to be like. Also, same for Elden Ring as well. Also, I shouldn't have... whatever. Anyway, we fight him. We destroy this man. Okay. Come on. Like, his attacks get so much faster in this state. Come on. 1, 2... 1, 2. 1. 1. Okay. 1. Fuck me. Deserved. A drink. A drink. Yes! What the hell was that? No! Oh my god. Ah! I drink. No, not like this! Not like this! Well, you guys, that was pretty good, actually. That was kind of exciting. I couldn't do that before. Okay. I take a bite. I take another bite. I return. Excuse me. Someone says, yeah, first time here. I spent 600 hours in it. In Dark Souls 2, in Drang Lake. Damn, man. Respect. It is a shockingly beautiful place. I did not expect this from Dark Souls 2. You hear all these things about the game, but really, there's not at all what it's made out to be, at least what I've so far been able to gauge of it. Samu, do you have a boss that you found to be the most challenging for you in Drang Lake, or perhaps in all of the Soul series? That's what we're currently talking about. Buffett says, the only reason that boss gave me so much trouble was because I was too stubborn to make a new character that was on NG+4. Damn, I see. That sounds rough, having to remake a character, admittedly. I don't think I've really had to do that in a game. Or at least in Dark Souls. Wi-Fi says, but I'm still bitter about it. Sorry, man. Nice try, and you got this. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, friends. Grimir says his wizard mind tricks are starting to read the boss moves. Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. That's how we need to treat life. That's exactly what the Wizard Project is about. It's about applying the wizard aesthetic onto life, be it on simple mundane tasks or the more complex things about life. Like the idea of simple pattern recognition as some kind of a magic, that's delightful. You know, we have ways of explaining pattern recognition scientifically and stuff, but like, yeah, what if you're just like, oh yeah, you know what, actually, I'm able to do that because of magic. I'm able to read the future because I have experienced the past and I've learned something from it in a way that is not of this world, that is somehow, yeah, truly magical. I don't know. I think it's fun. It's a fun, whimsical way to go about life, and kind of, I think, is ultimately like an experiment with, I don't know, I guess the role of aesthetics in the modern world. Whatever. We don't have to talk too much about aesthetics. I do intend to make a video on the whole wizard thing soon. It's gonna happen, surely. I will probably call it the Wizard Manifesto. At least that's been what I've been thinking so far regarding that project. Okay. Oh, it's not good. Okay, I should have known. I should have known. Oh, fuck me. That hurt. Yes. It is so nice having like the giant dodges. Oh, you know what? Let's try to get him to do the attack again. No, not that one. Come on, do the top down. Do the top down. Don't do the other thing. Come on. That was my fault. 1, 2. I run. Okay, well, how am I supposed to outrun that? Okay. One, 2, 3. That was deserved. That was also deserved. But we're getting better. We're getting better at it. I think it's going to be good. 1 second. Pausing. Just had another cherry tomato. Feeling awesome. Feeling glorious. Crit Multiplier says, if you don't look at the ground, all the Dark Souls 2 is all the time. DS2 is stunning, and some walls are ugly. I'm sorry, dude, are ugly too. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I mean, I guess you're right. The ground is perhaps suboptimal. I've heard recently from a friend of mine that Dark Souls 2 apparently had some crazy lighting that was intended for it initially, and that it didn't get into the final game, and people are trying to restore that. I don't know anything about it. Are y'all familiar with the shading in this game that was supposed to be? Anyway, Wi-Fi says, I love this game, but hate that boss and that area so much. I presume you're talking about Elden Ring. That's rough. Sorry, man. Oh, so Samu Hello World says, I forgot the name of the boss. It has been a long time, but he was from the DLC Samurai. Samurai? The DLC Samurai? Oh. I might have seen pictures of that guy. I know that there's a boss that kills himself if you kill him flawlessly. Is that the guy? I have had that minor spoiler, I suppose, if that is in fact who we're talking about. Can't wait to see him. Chris Multiple says, the wizard is a symbol of the beginning. Without knowledge, without research, we're but fools. I love that, my friend. That's delightful. Thank you for engaging with me in the wizard discourse. It is fun when that happens. It's like does encourage me to talk about it more, and I do enjoy talking about it immensely. Wi-Fi says, you have too much. Yeah, sorry, you have to be much more patient in phase 2. Yeah, that makes sense. I kind of tried to rush it there in the end, didn't I? All right, I'll try to be quick about it. No, sorry, not quick. Excuse me, the opposite. I'll be careful. Reading two more voices, and battling this man once more. Samu says, "Is there any hitbox issues? Is there any hitbox issues? This was my first Dark Souls game I played ever, so I don't know if the hitbox is that crazy." I feel like the hitbox on this boss has been actually not necessarily manageable, but like maybe intuitive. It's made sense overall. I think it's been not too unfair. I think there's been like one attack that he's done in the past that like, okay, that's a little strange. But other than that, he's been pretty solid. And finally, yeah, there are some nice DS2 lighting mods, but I never play with mods since I like to play online. Fair enough. Thank you for that, Great Multiplier. It's like I hear like apparently like in development the game was like supposed to have some insane shadow effects, but it was too much for them to actually do. And when the base game got released, they just had to scrap that whole shading system that they had envisioned. but I may be wrong. I say this by quoting a friend. Okay. Man, the Fume Knight is a beast. I think this is the most attempts we might have had on a boss so far. Is this true, my friends? I do have to say, it's really nice that there isn't a massive run back to this guy. That would have been really unfortunate. I do like when... So that was the attack that I talked about regarding its hitbox. That, like, a little janky sometimes. But that was totally my fault. Alright, 1 second, you guys. I return. Sorry, thank you. Whoever is joining us here today, I have to say this as always. Man, I'm just a wizard making my way through Drang Lake for the very first time. I do not know what awaits me. All I know is that I guess I need to find cool spells, and I guess I've been tasked to restore the fire, and that's been interesting. I don't know what my relationship with the fire is yet. For the longest time, I've been like trying to, I guess, indulge the darkness, and that was kind of awesome. But now, I don't know. Having had many journeys with a paladin, I'm no longer sure of whether or not I want to see the world go out. But I don't know. Yeah, depends. Here. One moment. Yeah. So at some point I need to lay out what actually is entailed by me breaking the cycle and what is entailed by me putting out the world. Actually, I'm realizing I don't even know if they want me to relight a flame and sacrifice myself like in Dark Souls 1 and 3. I mean, that's what I've been assuming it needs to happen since, you know, I'm in Dark Souls, but Dark Souls might also not have that as an ending. And I'm pretty sure all I've been told is just, oh yeah, I gotta, like, usurp the king and break the cycle of undeath. But none of that necessarily says that I need to sacrifice myself on the flame. Dude, I don't know why I didn't dodge that. That could have been totally avoided. Okay, come on. Yes! You guys! Okay, wow. Okay, I need to be still, like, locked the hell in. Okay, come on. Come on, dude. Oh, he's just waiting out the phase. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1. Alright. No! Yes! No, I run! Fuck me. Okay. Yes. Yes! My friends, we can do this! 1, 2. Fuck me. No! No, I don't get food for that. No, that was sorry. Okay. So fuck. Okay. Okay, all right. No, I can't believe it. I'm just watching the comments appearing. The come on, greedy, no, greed, the greedy. Fuck. You guys. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. I don't know. I take no responsibility for what just happened. I guess I take full responsibility. I can't believe it. It did it. My God. Suffering, truly. Okay. Well, I'm glad y'all were there at least. Usually those kinds of things happen and nobody sees it, so you can't even be like, oh yeah, I got him to 1 HP and then I died. But y'all saw it. Y'all saw my foolishness. Y'all saw my greed. Y'all saw my weakness. Grimnir says, friend, that happened like 3 times when I was against Orphan and Lady Maria in Bloodborne the other day. I feel you. Thank you, friend. Against the Orphan, bro, I would actually, like, I wouldn't kill myself, but that would actually hurt so much. Yeah, oh, LeGrave says, put tape on the health bar next time. You might be wise. That maybe is what I should do. But, alright, so maybe they're on after this one. We'll see. I don't have any spare tape lying around, but that would be wise. Dude, the demoralization, y'all feel it already? Getting hit right off the bat? Okay. I can do it. Okay, I'm fine. This is a hell of a night. Man. Okay. Okay, you know, so far okay. One, two. Alright, dude, try your attack on me. The one where you, like, slam overhead. Come on, man. Don't summon your phase 2 yet. Okay, I'm kind of mid-range here. Come on. You gotta try it. You know, it's good for you. It looks so cool when you do it. Not that. No. Do the thing. I'm trying to delay his second phase, for anyone wondering. Okay. Okay, the second phase is rough. Come on. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little impatient. Fuck me! Okay, well, y'all were witness to what just happened. Okay. Okay. This is not gonna be easy. This is not like this. Okay. You know, you can't have a Dark Souls playthrough without that happening. Y'all are gonna see how with each attempt, it's gonna get this health bar. I'll be able to do less and less damage as I slowly tilt. But we're not there yet. Actually, let's hope, Max. We can do this. I am going to kill that man. Yes. Average motivational speech. Okay. Grimir says, Orphan was rough, but awesome. I'm glad you were able to enjoy the Orphan. The Orphan was, in my memory, he was just rough. But, yeah. Yeah, you know what, dude? There was a solid year where I would just, like, go back on Bloodborne in my Arcane playthrough. And I would just be fighting, like, Orphan of Cause for, like, half an hour a day. And I think I probably had, like, more than, like... Yeah, probably more than 130 attempts on him in the end. And it was all to, like, have my, like, 100 Arcane playthrough. It did not go particularly great. In the end, I got the broccoli head from him. Holy fuck, that hurt. Okay. Come on, dude. Why did that hurt me? Why did that hurt me, friend? Am I just losing it? No, I'm not losing it. I can do this. I can do this, you know. I'm a warrior. Well, I'm a wizard. Okay. Okay. I apologize for not talking too much when this happens. It's like these moments are always so tense and require focus. Yes! That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I didn't like that. I really didn't like that either. I really didn't want for that to be a prophecy, what I said about me tilting. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I keep going. Crit Multiplier says, oh yeah, the cause fight was funny. Haha, almost killed the fight. Gotta watch your streams. Yeah. I appreciate that. I pray for you, says Samu. Thank you, Samu. It's delightful having you here, friend. We've been doing this very consistently, like on Mondays around the same time, and just for the past, well, close to 2 months at this point. I think we've been going pretty steadily. So more than happy to have you join us in the future. Grimyear says, I'm fairly sure I was quite overwhelmed by the whole DLC in the end. I feel that. The whole DLC in Bloodborne was pretty wild. I think the whole research hall was a bit much initially. Actually, not the research hall. No, like the beginning of the DLC, I think was kind of crazy. Then the research hall was insane. I think the Fisher Helmet was a nice respite, and then the actual battle with Kaz, that was insane. Crit says, "You're what, warrior? The wizard is on crisis." Yeah, I don't know. Look at me. How am I a wizard except for my robe? Just the sword. I don't know. Let's give that another shot. Never tilt, never yield, says Crit Multiplier. I appreciate that. You're a warrior, wizard Harry. Thank you, Wifehat. That makes me happy. Okay. I am not a warrior. Okay. This is the quintessential experience of playing Dark Souls, though. Just like grinding the same boss over and over. And I've kind of forgotten that. I think like, no, that's more like a Dark Souls 3 experience in my mind. Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 haven't really been like that very much. I think with Dark Souls 3, though, there were way more moments of just like, okay, I'm going to die like 30 times to this person. I was just learning back then. But I guess we never stop learning in these games. I do wonder what they're gonna do after Elden Ring. Like, okay. Well, alright, I'll lock the fuck in. Come on, do the little jump at me. Oh shit, we both kind of sucked there. Okay, guys, I'm careful. Fuck me, I'm not careful. That was just went straight into the flame. No. Okay, I'm good. Come on, dude. I did it again. I heal and I fail because I shouldn't heal there. Now we know. Kurt Mossflare says, you're a certain battle mage, Sherry. Thank you. I don't know, we're in a weird identity crisis for the wizard, because in theory, I should just be able to cast my spells and kill this man, you know? But I kind of don't have enough spells to cast at him. It feels like I'm actually not doing the thing that a wizard should do. is that, like, you know, trust in the spells. But then again, I guess I think that's very reductive of wizards as well. I think a lot of wizards, maybe they suffer from that idea that everything needs to be solved through extreme cerebral participation. Sometimes a sword is all you need, really. And perhaps that is a great lesson many wizards forget. So, yeah, actually, I don't feel too bad about using a sword. It's extremely simple, extremely straightforward, but damn, I like the sword. Wi-Fi says, other than the weird co-op Switch 2 game that they're making, another Armored Core and unnamed project. Oh yeah, dude. Man, what is the Switch game they're making? I know. I've seen the trailers for it. Is it like the Dusk Bloods or something like that? I can't express how much it upsets me to hear people comparing it to Bloodborne. It's like, it's not Bloodborne. It'll never be Bloodborne. And I suppose this guy didn't like hearing that. I think I need an effigy, you know? Sometimes an effigy just kind of cheers you up, and I think I need one right now. But we're still talking about the DLCs, not the DLCs, sorry, but the projects that From Software is doing. I didn't know they were doing another Armored Core game, but the allegedly Bloodborne-inspired game for Twitch, it just, I don't know. It's Bloodborne only in that it's kind of set in a modern setting, and I think that's pretty much it. It's like there's also blood in the title, but other than that, I don't really see very many similarities. It's like the aesthetic is so different that I just don't think the two are comparable. There's really no other game like Bloodborne in terms of its aesthetic, and the few that are kind of like Bloodborne really have come as a result of Bloodborne, because really I think Bloodborne just kind of pioneered that whole aesthetic. You know, when you look through like Pinterest and you see people, fighting like werewolves in London streets, it tends to be very much like, that's clearly like a Bloodborne inspired piece of art usually, and especially in games. So anyway, when I heard people comparing Lies of P to Bloodborne, I was very intrigued, but it was just not really the same at all. I started Lies of P, and it was like, I was going into it expecting Bloodborne, and perhaps it does share some mechanical similarities. Ultimately, I think what like makes Bloodborne, the insane, like, kind of grim dark aesthetic, blood everywhere, beasts everywhere, like kind of the horror, that wasn't really present there, and I think that needs to be in a game if it is to be compared to Bloodborne, like, or to be considered like Dark Souls or Bloodborne 2 or whatever. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. Perhaps I'm being a little purist in my interpretation of Bloodborne. I shouldn't have done that. Do you ever just like activate a life gem and you just like know that was a mistake? I am not extremely focused whenever I start rambling about things that I like, so I apologize for bad gameplay. Oh, that was not good. Okay, I want him to try to do another chain of attacks, and then I'll be able to heal. 1. I'll take that. Oh, yes, that's what we want. 1, 2. Oh, man, we're so close, too, you know? Like, we actually almost had him there initially. And now we're back at where we are. Back where we're at, I don't know. Also, he did just reset that meter on himself. Now my job is just to not die foolishly. One, 2. Fuck me. Okay, I need to be dodging that. Oh, now he's gonna do the thing, isn't he? Well, I'll heal. Fuck you too. Ha, dude, you saw that? Okay. All right, dude, give me your best shot. I should have seen that one coming. That felt like a fairly dodgeable attack. Okay, I can do this. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Fuck me. All right, we can do this. Oh my god, that's actually so fucking scary. Fuck you! Fuck you! No! Die! 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 Glory! Suffer! We prevail. The wizard comes out on top. We ball so hard. And now we have a soul of the Fume Knight. And I'm gonna eat his soul right now. Right now, I'm eating his soul out of great desire to just mog on this man. Soul of the Fume Knight. Yeah, I'll take the soul of the Fume Knight. Let's go. Glory. How much? Yeah, I'll take it. 100k. Beautiful. All right. Well, this was good. This is good. What was that, like the third try? Yeah, okay. Thank you all for being there to witness that and bearing with me through that whole experience. Now, is it time for a cool crown? Hell yeah, crown of the old Iron King. All right. Well, guess what? I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm not even gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my feather and just teleport to the last bonfire and have 100,000 souls. And I think with that note, we just finished the old Iron King DLC, right? Oh, the Iron King, Iron Crown? Yeah. Let me see the voices. The voices have been speaking for a minute now, and I have not had a chance to speak. All right. Okay, I will go back here in a minute. Let's just go through the ones that just happened. He's beginning to believe, says YFAT. Thank you. I can feel the pressure. Come on, don't do... Yes, yes, yeah. Well played. Thank you. They appreciate it. Congratulations. Eat it. Glorious. Yes, but the Lord... No, the sword. Fume sword. Sorry. Fuck the Fume sword. We are triumphant, truly. The hype is real. Yo, Emerald comrade. Yo, hello. Good to see you. Guess what? I'm bearing 100,000 souls from the Fume Knight. That's right. We appreciate you. Yeah, you know what? You've been a friend all along, too. I've been looking for friends in this journey. You're a good friend. You've actually been there since the beginning. You've done nothing to betray me. And actually, or epic. Thank you, friend. You know, what the hell do I actually get at this point, though? No, that's a pickle. I guess let's get that faith going, right? Or no. Let's get some basic stats going as well. Let's. I know this might seem strange to some of you, but yeah, I think the wizard actually is gonna upgrade his strength to a reasonable amount because I kind of want to be able to feel that unburdened. Have that unburdened feeling of actually fast rolling. Yeah, good stuff. Glory, thank you, Grimnir. Great fight, thank you, Legraven. This was sick. I actually what a hype feeling right now. Top of the world moment. Glory, thank you, friends. Chris Multiple says, yeah, you could explore more secrets, but the main boss is defeated. Huh. Let's see. Well, now you have to use a bonfire ascetic to get his soul. Was his soul especially important? I know this was perhaps some of y'all didn't appreciate what happened there. I think we're okay, though. I'm actually going to see real quick if I can upgrade my gear. And now, we are beginning the third DLC, aren't we now? Huh. May I ask for directions, friends? Y'all have been fantastic in that sense, and I, as always, do not know where to even begin going. I should probably adjust my equipment as well. I'm kind of prepared to fight... what's his name? I am prepared... I'm prepared to fight the Fume Knight, but not prepared to fight anything else right now. So let me go ahead and change my stuff back to multiple staffs and a shield. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, I like this staff. Also like the sunset staff, yes. And then finally, it's nice to have a shield. I do like the shield. Where is the shield, though? There it is, yeah. Perfect. Thank you, friends. I'm actually, like, feeling pretty great about that. I think we really, we did it. Okay, let's increase our casting time. Lowering equip load increases melee attacks. I don't think I need that. Maybe increases magic attack. Hell yeah. Perfect. We ball. Maybe get some life gems. And we are set to our next journey. So, what is he saying? Wi-Fi says, just beat him again. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could. I feel like that was not... I mean, that was rough, but I feel like I could beat him again if I had to. So happy that's done. You know what? I'm going to finish eating my food real quick. Just a second. I have like a few bites, so I'm just finishing it up at this point. It's been like 2 hours of eating the same meal. But where did I go now, friends? I have no idea. Well, do I have no idea? I ponder. I have a guess as to where I might need to go. And tell me if I'm wrong. But each DLC has needed me to go to some kind of a snake portal. And I kind of remember one more place that has a snake portal that I've been to and that I didn't see any explicit purpose in. But maybe I'm wrong here. So I'm going to give it a try. Maybe I won't even need your... We'll see. There's a hidden boss back in the DLC. Damn. All right. Wi-Fi. Damn. I guess I should probably get the hidden boss, huh? Tell you what. Let me make sure. I'll just see if I can actually discover this DLC that I've... the third DLC that we're going to do. I just want to see if I actually know where it is. I feel like I'm going to find it, like, intuitively. Man, these guys... Y'all, I beat the Fume Knight. Y'all can try, but it's just never gonna happen again. Yeah. Sorry, cocky as hell now. Fuck me, never mind. Okay, dude. What a fluke there for a second. Well, that won't happen again. Okay. Let's see here. I feel like this would be the right place to go. Because I do remember the snake statues. Christmas Player says, you could do some more Shulva, first DLC to get some spells, otherwise a shrine. Wizard is smart, trust your intuition. I appreciate that. Let's see, this feels like Shrine of Winter. Surely this is the third DLC. Because so far there's been that pattern. Holy fuck, well this is the third DLC. I'm pretty sure this is this certainly, holy hells, okay. This was not here before. Let's go find a bonfire, and then let's think about what we're gonna do next. I don't remember this being here. This feels different. What a beautiful location, though. Oh my gosh. I did really enjoy the scenery in the previous DLC and this DLC compared to the first DLC. The first DLC was kind of insane. And honestly, comparatively speaking, this DLC Oh, the Iron King DLC, honestly, sorry, Iron Crown DLC was really not as bad as the DLC before it. What is that? I am very intrigued. Let me see here. Ah. Okay, what's everyone saying? Grimir says, gotta dematerialize, sir, wizard, and fellow voices. Have a continued glorious stream. Thank you, Grimir. So happy you were able to join us. It really has been a delight having you here. Missed you, friend. Hope you have a wonderful time. And yeah, have a good night. It's very late for Grimnir right now, so I'm assuming he's just going to go straight to sleep. So thank you for your time, man. It's been really cool. I appreciated our conversation earlier. He helped me cook dinner. That was delightful. LeGraven says, same, Godspeed. Oh, LeGraven, oh, gonna miss you too, friend. Goodness. All right, well, I'm gonna be streaming for probably another hour to hour and a half. So, probably an hour and a half. Yeah, I suspect an hour and a half sounds right. So whoever is still here, I'm very happy to still have you all on board, because we are gonna continue on. But now the question is, where should I go? It feels like it would be quite climactic to finish the DLC. Oh, hello there. Oh my god, what the hell? That's crazy. Is that... I don't know what that is. That gave me crit multiplier vibes. I feel like I've seen you looking like that before. We'll see. Okay, Grimnir, not Grimnir, sorry. Yfat. No, not Yfat. I want to... man, I guess it's ultimately my choice. I suppose I should probably do the other boss fight. I think that's fair. And actually, for that boss fight, I would love to have the Paladin join, if the Paladin is at all interested in fighting alongside me today. If not, understandable. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I think that's... wait a second. Who... Whoa. That's brutal. Okay. You know what? I need to do something very quickly. I hope you all don't mind. Lilith? Who's Lilith? The biblical Lilith is here? Oh my god, it's Cupcake Souls, you guys. The actual Cupcake Souls present here. Wow, that kind of looks insane. What? The gold is really powerful. Okay, so that did look very familiar. We might encounter somebody, such as crit multiplier. Anyway, she said go away. I don't think I should, right? It's funny. I didn't actually listen to her. I just I was focusing more on the fact that I kind of had a hard time hearing her, because the way I'm playing is the audio is coming from my computer and not from my headphones. So I should probably do that, fix that at some point. Frozen Ilium Lois. You guys, give me just one moment. I want to go grab my headphones and see if I can use those, because I kind of really want to hear the audio of this location. So just literally less than a minute, and because I'm not even looking directly at what I'm seeing here, so just a second. Let's do this again. Now, let me know if my audio gets totally fucked here in a second, because it might. Here. Love to see this. Very cool. So, I hope you can still hear me. Epically, the headphones aren't working. That's okay. Another time. One day I'll get it figured out. It just sounds like it would be a really... atmospheric in this, but I guess I'm not getting it. And oh my gosh, that is gorgeous, though. What a place. Huh. Okay. Crit Multiplier says, I think he's too high though to get invaded. I'll try again on this one, but maybe I gotta swap chars. I see. He should be at 2.2 mil of and you guys just like out here like figuring out my my stuff. Here, tell you what, if y'all are interested, here's my stats currently, and you could possibly invade me. Also, YFAT, I will go back to the other DLC if you would join me for the boss fight there, because that would be delightful. But otherwise, until I have the confirmation from you, I will keep exploring this place, because this place is pretty cool. In a nice traditional Dark Souls way, you have to have a snowy location. Is that like the... Sorry, like the tradition with these games? Because in Dark Souls 1, there was the whole painted location that was just full of snow. In, I guess, Dark Souls 2, there's this extremely snowy location. Then in Dark Souls 3, there was the Fires of Ariandel, also extremely snowy. And then now here we have something else, I guess. That's sorry. In Bloodborne, there was also one as well. And we are fighting the frozen undead right now. Kind of metal. I hope these guys don't overwhelm me, because they're kind of tanky. They really aren't dying very easily. Okay. I continue exploring. I don't know, something about this place just draws me in as a wizard. I want to explore and get to find its secrets. Okay, so they take 4 hits. That's manageable. I think I can do that. Okay, then the bell tolls, says Crit Multiplier. I'm presuming we're probably going to get invaded by Crit Multiplier. That's wild. And also, I realize now that my spells are out of whack. That's funny. I guess no orb for me. That's okay. I'll figure something out. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, man, I have spells. I forget that. I'm a wizard. I should probably do something with that. Also, I do love the elevator just cramped with coffins. That's always a good sign. Perhaps we're in Bloodborne. But yeah, I just want to say the Fume Night really was awesome. That was actually... Sorry, I didn't mean that. I thought you were a ghost. That was perhaps very spectrophobic of me. I didn't mean to do that. Do you have something to say to me? I guess I wouldn't talk to me either after that. That's all right. Goodbye. Golden fruit balm. I forget what golden... Well, that seems kind of out of place, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, so far, not terrible. And you know what? I'm actually... Since I'm in this location... Oh, fuck me. Blinder Bandit. This could very well be a player. Damn, okay. I have no clue. Let's see. Wi-Fi says he's just out of range for my character. Sorry about that, man. Unfortunate. Crit Multiplier says, okay, it doesn't yet. I forgot my tier. I'm too high still, maybe. Damn. Quick wizard. Eat like 20k worth of souls. Sir, yes, sir. Well, actually, that might be a little too much. Wait. 20k worth of souls? Let's see. I think that's exactly 20k worth of souls. I'm going to lose them epically. We'll see. The journey continues. That looks like something. That looks like a player. Maybe a little bit like a player. If he's going to do the shield or something. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm intrigued. Whoever this is, I might get destroyed. We'll see. Okay, well, so much for the invader. Don't know who that was. He felt like a person, but I don't know. I did get caught by the axe. I feel a little bad about that, but that's all right. That was fun. Good fight, friend. Okay. Oh my gosh, no, none of that. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Dogs. Okay, I'm fine, I'm fine. Just drink. Perfect. Nice. Oh, was that you, crit multiplier? I'm sorry about that. I mean, no, I'm not sorry about that, but like I did not expect that that was you. Well, good fight, man. I was expecting a wizard to come for me, so it was all the more startling to see a random bandit. Okay. Let's see here. What is this? What? No, I don't want to jump. Give me. That was scary. That was a little too close there. We go on. Haven't seen any enemies in a minute. I want to say this area is beautiful. I do love the snowy areas in these games, like the whole Canehurst Castle in Bloodborne. Oh my God, what an area! Jeez, you gotta have the snowy castle for sure. Anyway, I recently tried returning to my Dark Souls 3 playthrough, like my first Dark Souls 3 playthrough, the one with Shadow Moses, and it was so like strange being. Never mind. I'm gonna explain in a second what I'm talking about, but first I want to make sure I'm not dying. I was saying it was very strange to return to the Fires of Ariandel DLC, because it was pretty much everything was still there, the same, except there was a dead. Sorry, no. So there were just the boss fight was empty. Everything else was there. It's just like Ariandel was dead and the church was on fire, and it was like strange revisiting the world of Dark Souls after you defeat all the bosses in it, because it's like, I don't know, it feels much emptier, even though there's still technically a lot of creatures and stuff. It feels like the areas are deprived of their purpose in a way as soon as you kill the last boss. Okay, so far we're doing okay. So far we're just methodically, slowly going through this place. I think we'll be alright. Crit Multiplier says, I gotta equip some magic defense. Perhaps you do. That would be... Well, maybe you shouldn't, though. I feel like that's not good for you. I think magic defense might be problematic. Okay. Come on, I'm gonna parry you. I'm not gonna parry you. I'm just gonna try to backstab you. 1, 2. We're doing alright. Am I frozen? I feel frozen. That's right. Oh, dude. Dollar store magic. Never mind. Nice. Totally intended to do that little roll with the stab. Yes. Alright, let's see. Okay. I am... Oh, that was not good. I don't know what to do. Okay. I'm trying to be methodical about this, but which makes it all the scarier, the prospect of dying, because it just suddenly means that I have to repeat all that again. Here, I'm going to try that again, and hopefully it's not going to be as bad. Wow, these Great Soul arrows are fucking worthless. Dude, me watching the Orc Berserker running at me after tanking 3 of my spells and not slowing down. I don't know. Okay. It's kind of cool that I have this like nice digital body, because I don't actually have to worry about the cold very much. Okay, you know what? This is suboptimal. But we're making it. We're making it. Yes. Perfect. I just noticed every time I get hit, I think when I'm drinking the Estus Flask, my healing gets interrupted. Or at least that's what I've extrapolated so far. Nice. Alright. Have y'all been playing any games you've been particularly enjoying lately? Perhaps any board games? Yeah, actually, I'm curious. Yeah, absolutely random question here, but are there any board games y'all are especially fond of? I've recently had been introduced to a game called Hemorrhage, and I'm very interested in giving it a shot. I've not had a chance to play it yet. I've read through the rules, but it's just like this like player versus player board game that's miniature agnostic, where you get to, I guess, play as a bunch of cells fighting over the corpse of a dead god. Like you are like a bunch of macro cells inside of this decaying body of this some massive giant, and you're just like warring over his different organs and different body parts, and you get to play as different cells, like fat cells and like neurons and stuff, and they all have like their own different gimmicks. It's pretty cool. I'm very intrigued to actually give it a shot. I'm gonna start making miniatures for it soon. We'll see. Yeah. Can I get a bonfire maybe? That would be kind of cool. Okay. Gotta experiment more with my spells. Oh, I don't want that. So these guys are cool because they have very not very predictable moveset, but like so far a consistent moveset where they usually only do 2 hits or 1 hit, and not 3 hits, because 3 hits would be a little too much. I don't know. Crit multiplier, my friend. Is there any possibility you could go back through the comments that you've... Yeah, if you could go back through the comments and find that one comment that I wanted to talk more about later. It was in the very beginning of the stream. I totally get if you can't and don't want to. It's kind of a lot of work potentially. Wow, that's a beast. I do love that design though. That's atypical. Oh my gosh, that's not good at all. All right, we're just gonna play it safe. I have 44,000 souls. Jeez. We're not gonna mess with this guy. Okay, you know when to pick your time to invade, crit multiplier. Okay. I'm just hoping that you don't witness me just getting killed by this random guy here and actually get to fight me. Huh. Okay, well, my sword is almost broken. I should probably use some repair powder. Do I have repair powder? I bet I do. Yeah, there we go. But the question is where the bandit is going to come at us from. I'm most advantaged inside of a tight corridor, I think, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm much less confident about this fight, if I'm being honest, but who knows? Perhaps the odds will favor me. Fuck me! Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me, friend. Okay. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for that. That was very, very ominous. Hello. Hello. All right. Oh my gosh, what the fuck was... Oh, okay. All right, all right. I'm good. I felt like I... What? Okay. All right, you guys, I am not in a great place. God. Fuck me. What? What killed me? Ah, I suppose it was you. Well fought, friend. That was a sick battle. I appreciate you whipping out the more cumbersome sword there in the end. That was fun. Oh my god. Crooked Vulture made it all the way through the DLC, but still no fancy hat. Yeah. I've come to a weird moral conundrum where it seems like to get a cool wizard hat, I had to I have to kill a random man. So I don't know. Feels wrong at this point. Or at least I'll get killed by the paladin if I do so. I don't know. We're getting there, Crooked Vulture. It's rough. It's rough. Crit says it was about magic and what it entails. Pointy hat, magic tricks, but also it's about what you can say. We're going to talk about that just now. I want to finish reading the other comments. Yeah, that is a bug. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what you mean, my friend. It was interesting. Crit, what spells with that? You can mask your attack animation with the Fume's Ultra spell. Didn't use spells, I think. Huh. Well, that was still, I think that was fair. I very much appreciated you trying to whip out a cumbersome, heavy-to-use sword. I think that was, you were putting yourself at a disadvantage there, and so it was all the more entertaining to fight you. And, I don't know, felt like it was a close one, but yeah, I respect it. Perhaps now it's a 1-to-1. I missed fighting you, Crit. Wifehead says, make your decision. Your story is yet to be finished. That's true. The cool aesthetic, though, or the human life. Don't know what's more important. Not gonna lie. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, on what Crit has posted, it was about magic and what it entails. Pointy hat, magic tricks, and this is in reference to what makes a wizard. And Crit said it was about magic and what it entails. Pointy hat, magic tricks, but also it's about what you can't see. That's interesting. I think that really, kind of affirms my initial presupposition here in the beginning of this whole journey that it is in fact what a wizard is ultimately an aesthetic category. It is just a preference for a certain look. It feels like what I do as a wizard when I actually, go and fight people with magic, I'm using it in a very kind of material way where there is great predictability. I know for a fact that, okay, if I whip this out and I cast a soul arrow, there is going to be a little beam that appears and it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. And it's perhaps unexplainable, but it's only unexplainable in that there isn't a scientific explanation for it, because the way we framed the world historically used to be more as magical, and then the Enlightenment happened and suddenly we're like, well, actually everything is just science. And it's like, well, that's true, but it also doesn't necessarily change what the world is, I guess. It's like it's still a place that could be interpreted magically. So in a way, even though we've maybe made great machines and stuff, even though we've done all these things that have seemingly mastered the world, it's still in the end, and I think can be reduced to a certain look preference, whether or not say magic, for example. I think magic is ultimately just a choice of how you want to view the world. Do you want to say, oh, it's all just numbers, or do you want to say, oh, it's actually unexplainable, and suddenly give your whole life that magic aesthetic, which I think is cool. I feel like we should have the power and freedom to just say, okay, I know it's all there's rationale and explanation behind it, but there's also that mode of viewing the world where you just kind of put that on the wayside in terms, and instead allow the aesthetic to be the more important thing that when orienting in the world. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling a little bit here. I swear I have more to say, and oh my gosh, I am really foolish. I'm a fool. When have I been... What's the quote? When have you betrayed wisdom for fucking idiocy? I don't. That's not what Gandalf said. That's sort of what it feels like. Yeah, when have you betrayed wisdom for madness? I remember now. Oh my gosh! Please just let me open this door. Yes, thank you, mortal door. I just want my big money. Yes, we're okay. Human effigy. Thanks for the human effigy, friend. I appreciate that. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, we are going to go down over here and hope that I don't have to fight too many people. I have to fight a lot of people over here. Okay, we're doing okay. Whoa, yo, Fires of Ariandel DLC, a tree in a winter area. I just got a clutch ring, and I'm not going to die so easily. Oh yes, dude, just bejuking them. I am just completely flanking, outsmarting these individuals. I just want to spend my 46,000 souls. That's really what's happening. Okay. And I'm back at the top. But now, I can funnel them. 1, 2, 3. You think yourself a mage? Yeah, you kind of are. Okay, you know, we're doing good. We're fighting back successfully, I think. They're probably all gonna catch up with me, but I've been told that they never stop following you in Dark Souls 2, so I don't know. What if it says the Phantom Swing was quite magical? Hat or no hat, you must choose. Thank you, friend. I suppose you're right. Ah. Oh, what? This is a chest? I sure wish I had a torch of some kind. That would be helpful. Damn. But where do I find a bonfire? Clearly not up here. Ah! Okay, I'm fine. I thought I was in a worse situation than I actually ended up being in. Monastery Charm, I'll take it. Okay, I can backstab this guy, I think. I think I can backstab him. I think I backstabbed him previously. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're fine. I do hope to see more invasions today, potentially. I will be streaming probably for another hour. This has felt like a pretty long time. I'm actually realizing we can maybe even get pretty far today. Okay, damn. No! No! Turning into a wizard. Okay. 1 second. And so, I just finished eating. It has been in the works since the beginning of the stream. I've been taking one bite at a time occasionally, and now my food is gone. I feel a deep relief wash over me as I see an empty plate next to me. Very nice. Also, just rewatched American Psycho a few days ago. That was great film. I forget how funny it was. I remember being like a teen and watching it and like being a little bit like in the direction of those I guess like individuals like really aligning with the film or like thinking of the film was badass. But now it feels like watching is like, wow, this is actually just like really funny. Anyway. Okay. Alright. I'm also getting invaded. And it happens to be that 40-something thousand souls are on the line right now. I have an ill feeling about what is going to transpire. Excuse me, transpire in a few moments. Let's see where to expect the threat from. Damn, probably not back there. What are y'all expecting? Also, whoever's joining, welcome in. I am just a wizard making my way through Drain Lake for the very first time, and currently being hunted by some kind of a champion. I don't know what that is about. I fought paladins, I fought like weird tiger warriors, I fought fellow wizards. I don't remember ever being invaded by some champion, so I have no idea who this is. And some of you may refer to this, the prospect of this, as stream sniping, which it is. Oh, hello, Champion Royce. Hello. I am going to also bow respectfully because you seem to be chill. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Hello, Champion Royce. Oh, dude, you fucked me up, bro. What the fuck was that, Champion Royce? I don't think that should have hit you. I apologize. God damn it. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? That's crazy. I feel deeply threatened. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, that was the wrong spell. What is that? What is that? No! Oh my god, dude, this is actually like... No, what was that? Ah! Well done, Champion Royce. Good fight. That was a lot of spells I've never seen. That was kind of crazy. Wow. Can anyone explain to me what was the... yeah, what was all that? That was cool. That was brutal. Why, crit multiplier, was that you? I deeply enjoyed that fight. That was actually one of my favorites, I think. But I did just lose 44,000 souls. Very cool. I deserved. Alright, we continue. Tell you what, this time I'm going to try a different route than I did previously. That was cool. Man. Beautiful fight. Beautiful. Now I take my little bit of souls here. Yep, 1,300. You know, that's all right. You know, we could call it like, you know, just being happy with what you have. You know, better have 1,300 souls than none at all. Even though 44,000 is certainly way cooler. And also, I better not do that. And I did that. I knew I shouldn't have done that, but I did. That's all right. Not quite crit. Wifat? Was that Wifat? Wifat, was that you? Was that actually another character you've made? That's fascinating. Okay. I guess that was interesting. Can anyone explain to me what I fought there? I don't know what spells those were, and I would love to know what the I guess the weird knockback spell was that I got like point blanked with a minute ago. That would be cool. So it shouldn't be too long before I get back to where I was, I suspect. Okay. Also, I just want to say that champion like genuinely like jump scared me several times with their abilities. It was like completely unpredictable throughout the whole fight. I'm curious what the lore is for the champion, YFAT. Like, I think we didn't really get very much lore for the tiger guy either, the one you played. So I am very much curious what you imagine the lore to be here. And, you know, I feel like you, as a voice, have a knowledge on these individuals that many others don't have. And so I'd be very curious to hear what it is that you think those people are. If you could perhaps share their backstories. YFAT says, that wasn't a spell. That was a... Thank you. Hadouken. What do you mean? That's cool. I have no clue what that is. Also, just want to say, just getting drop kicked mid Dark Souls fight just gives me, like, you know, Andre flashbacks. That's insane. I've yeah, no, not been hit with that before. That way, at least. Also, I just realized that all of these guys happen to have some kind of magic at their side, which is concerning. It certainly took me a minute. Alright, I'll try to be, again, quite methodical with it. YFAT is hitting me with you never played Street Fighter. Oh, you ever played Street Fighter? No, I've never played Street Fighter, sorry. I've played Mortal Kombat. Don't know if it's quite comparable, but yeah. Okay. Huh. Still a beautiful area, though. What a wonderful location. I am happy we are here. Also, that's a lot of dogs. 1, 2, yes! That is one of the more satisfying things in these games. You know, getting to kill 3 dogs in one hit, and then moving on as quickly as you can. Okay. So this time, I'm also going to run past everyone, but I kind of have a semblance of an idea of where it is that I'm going this time. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. Oh, we can keep going over there. But am I gonna go there? I know there's... Yeah, we're gonna go there. You know what? I should have been more decisive, but we are gonna go ahead and try this out. Yes, okay. Exploration continues. Perfect. Doesn't seem like they're gonna follow us. For good reason. Okay. We're not gonna be going this direction, because there is no way to go. There is instead another room that I was initially planning on going until I saw the bridge. And it wasn't actually there, but I just saw another passage and thought maybe, just maybe, that was the way to go. So yeah, let's give it another shot. I'm gonna run past a lot of enemies here in a second, I suspect. It is slightly discouraging how little damage my stuff does. Like my spells do. Like, cause you know, you'd expect spells to, you know, destroy people better than blades, but it seems like the sword has been the only thing that is sure in this world for me these days. Okay, we're doing it. Yes, come on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's really nice. Let's take a moment to mentally recover from that run, because we've already experienced all those enemies before us, and so I don't feel too bad about skipping them by running past them. Admittedly, sometimes in these games you do get hit with a bazillion enemies, and so you have to just accept that and maybe run. And then I don't think it's too bad to run past them. But generally, try to fight all of them. Crit Multiplier says, "Yo, just watched the Royce fight. That was great, and wasn't me. Nope. Oh, nice. That was fun. That was a great fight, YFAT. I'm assuming that was in fact YFAT. YFAT says these enemies are resistant to magic. Super cool. I'll have to see that. Also, Crit Multiplier says, nice, you found it. Thank you. I'm glad this was discovered. Although it did cost me 44,000 souls, that's alright. This is Dark Souls. Was I just here a moment ago? Can I I can backstab this man, I forget. I'll never not compliment the backstabs in this game. They're so much, like, more satisfying, I think, than in the other Souls games. Yeah. I think... Yeah, well, what's your favorite combat out of all the From Software games? For me, definitely Bloodborne. I just recently had the opportunity to play Bloodborne for the first time with a friend, and that was really cool. That was probably one of my favorite gaming experiences, being able to just get in there and, like, yeah, just slaughter, absolutely, just revel in the carnage. It was such a different experience to just playing Bloodborne single player, because, you know, with Bloodborne single player, you kind of have to be very, like, strategic, you know, very methodical with everything that you're doing. And in theory, that would also be the same experience for, you know, Bloodborne with more than one person, because just with more tactics available to you. But really, it's kind of like you just... the scope of your slaughter gets, like, doubled. Actually, no, even well, maybe even quadrupled, because you're suddenly able to stun enemies way longer because you have, you know, twice the people hitting the enemies. And you also get to just experience what it's like to jump straight into a big area of enemies and just kill them all instead of getting swarmed, because your homie is, like, watching your back. And I think that's amazing, and I would really, at some point, love to stream Bloodborne for y'all, but I admittedly don't quite know how to get my PS4 set up for streaming just yet. We'll figure it out. Also, I don't know if it... Actually, no, I won't talk about consoles. Consoles are not something I want to talk too much about. Alright. So far, this area has not been terrible in the way that the first DLC has been. The Sunken King Crown, that was kind of crazy. I don't know what it was about the Sunken Crown. It was just an insane location to be in. This feels much more manageable in a way so far. But, like, I guess just the presence of the bonfires is remoralizing in a way that the Sunken Crown just did not have. Because, like, I guess with the Sunken Crown, what you'd get is you just get swarmed by enemies, and the area would be so vast and giant that, like, you'd just hope there's a bonfire somewhere and likely not find it, or at least that's been my experience with it. So, wow. Okay. You look more powerful than your other guys. Can I backstab you? And that'll be your doom. Your inability to prevent backstabs. Unfortunate. And he looked so powerful. Alright. Love to see that. A lever. How nice. Okay. Man. I asked earlier if y'all have any favorite board games. I'm still curious if y'all have any opinions on those. I'd love to hear. But I also understand not wanting to talk about board games. And this is sick. This is beautiful. So I came right from there. Oh, okay, there you are. Okay, so of the enemies we've fought so far, this one's slightly less intimidating, except that he has a reasonable amount of health. And that was a cool move. I like that. I feel like you don't see the spear guys throwing their spears ever. Okay. I remember you. You were ever present in certain areas. Okay. Feels good. Okay. We are managing. What are y'all's opinions on the DLCs? Do y'all have a favorite? So far for me, this one feels like it might be my favorite, just based on its aesthetic. It's very pleasant to be in. I think the Sunken Crown one was, in some ways, my least favorite, just based on how it was, I don't know, it felt unapproachable in a way. These all have felt like, okay, like I know that I can do this, we give it enough time, without like it feeling super cheap. Also, I forget that my shield blocks magic. That was a very pleasant block that I just did there, where I suffered like no damage. Anyway, so as y'all can see, I should probably. Oh, that's fantastic storytelling there, environmental storytelling. I should probably find a torch and unfreeze all of these, because if I don't, then I don't know. I guess it would kind of suck if I didn't do that. Next time I find a bonfire, I'll just go ahead and get a torch, and I suspect I'll be able to use it later. Crit Monster says, I don't play them anymore. Board games, I mean, but I liked them as a kid. Have no friends who would want to play a session. They all play Magic the Gathering. That's rough. I don't know. I'm trying not to play Magic the Gathering. I'm in a weird position where I totally could play Magic the Gathering, but it's just not a thing I ever want to get into. Sorry. I might at some point just give it a shot, but I also deeply worry that such a hobby will be too expensive and that I will not enjoy it nearly as much as other hobby options, because I like other games more. But yeah, Magic is interesting. Chris Multiple says, just wait. This DLC is gonna kick you a little too. Exciting, thank you. Good to know. I'll have all the Dark Souls 2 DLCs equally. Did not play them on release though, says Crit Multiplier. I see. Okay. Well, man, when did you play Dark Souls? Or Dark Souls 2? Curious. Huh? Okay, that's all right. This area is quite vast in a way that is a little overwhelming, and man, I just need to get a torch. It is saddening me that I can't unlock these chests. I mean, and I assume it's a torch that I need. Would make sense given how many mechanics this game centers around the torch. I don't know, yeah. I don't like that. What was that? Oh! I've been deceived. Dude, are they actually just straight up invisible? Okay. This is rough, not gonna lie. I think I'm going to die. Oh, and you can heal too? Okay, one is dead. At least one is dead. The only question is how many are there? Can't really ever tell with invisible people. Yeah, that's been so far my experience with them. Like, I've encountered some invisible people in my travels, and each time it's just like, well, as soon as there's one, you're forever paranoid. Like, oh, are there more? It's like, okay, like that. Like, that feels like he has a massive greatsword. Gosh. Yeah, that felt like he had a massive greatsword. For sure. Yo, GG wife hat. GG crit? What? Oh, did y'all fight each other? That's awesome. That's, well, side story that we didn't get to experience. Huh. I didn't expect you to just stand there when I turned. That was great. Oh, man. That does make me very happy to hear that you guys are also engaging in your own, like, epic narratives there in the background. Good times. Alright. I go on. Actually, no, before I go on, I need a torch. And I kind of want to... Well, actually, no. I'm fine. Well, maybe I will attune my spells. I don't want this. It seems like I'm supposed to keep upping my intelligence, and I forgot about that. I will have to remember this. Soul Vortex. That seems cool. Soul Vortex is neat. I'll take off the soul arrows. Don't need that, I think. And, man, I really have not been upping my stuff for some reason. I need to get on that. The Soul Bolt was very mid from what I remember. Okay, yeah, now actually screwed. We are actually going to have one extra spell here. For now, we're going pure sorcery. Huh. Okay, did not expect to get hit there, but that's alright. At some point, I'm going to have to go ahead and get some more life gems. Oh, Champion Royce, I am hoping I don't die to this enemy here, and that you actually get to fight me. Oh, dude, okay. Champion Royce, I am sincerely sorry in the scenario that I die preemptively. All of my spells go to YFAT in the scenario of my early death. Okay. Oh, there he is. Nothing like that ominous silhouette in the distance. Yeah, alright. Okay, I get a little... No, never mind. I'm focused. Okay. Alright. Dude, no! No, he can't backstab me with his hand, right? Fuck me. Okay. Well, I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, so we now know what the Soul Vortex does. I have a bad feeling about this. Good fight, friend. Alright. 1-on-1, 1-to-1 here. Okay. That was epic. Wow. Wow. Alright. Good fight, friend. GG. Alright. YFAT says, just fought a guy who rage quit. RC, but at least the universe needed your call, the wizard for wizard blood. Fun. All right, that was a good. That was a good one, man. That was as always quite close. You startled me with how much damage you did there for a minute. I do really enjoy the PvP with you guys. I think the PvP in this game has been so far my favorite of the Souls games, and I've mentioned this before quite a few times. I think almost every time I have PvP, but this is, I don't know, it's just delightful. It feels like everything is very responsive in this one. Also, I just got a new snack. It's kind of awesome. Life is good. Okay, I'm getting stabbed and shot. Of course, average wizard moment. How resistant are you to magic? Not terribly, but resistant nonetheless. And you guys, I don't know what I'm going to... when I'm going to go ahead and revisit all the locations that I've missed. I guess probably after this DLC, I'm gonna have you guys maybe guide me around to see areas that I've not had a chance to really conclude in. We'll see. Man, I do want that hat, and I cannot have the hat unless I kill a man. For anyone new here, I've been trying to get that wizard aesthetic going for me, but I have to kill a cartographer for it, and that's just suboptimal in so many ways. So, I don't know, you guys. It's it'll be interesting, I guess. We'll figure that we'll figure out that moral dilemma later, I suppose. Okay. Wifehat says, I can punch you because you're good at applying pressure with your spells. I appreciate that. Thanks, friend. I mean, I'm glad you weren't able to punch me. Your punching has been pretty devastating. Every time you did hit me. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna... Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy. That's new. Okay. Also, I just want to say that having the no HUD option, like HUD turning off occasionally, is kind of amazing. I've really enjoyed that feature of this game. I'm sure it's not unique to Dark Souls 2, as I've recently explored with Dark Souls 3, but it's just quite refreshing. And I'd like to do that more, I guess. Or just always disable my HUD. Oh, this area. I just remembered where I was a moment ago. Okay, well, we're just not going to mess very much with these people and move on. Wifehat continues insisting that I must make a decision regarding my the murder of the cartographer. We'll see. It was a goal. It was a goal from the very beginning of the journey to become a wizard, to fulfill the wizard aesthetic. As of late, I don't know what I am. Like, you look at this and you don't think wizard, but as soon as there's a cool hat, you become a wizard. And as Crit Multipliers pointed out, like, it is kind of essential for the look to be perceived as that symbol. So, I don't know. But Wifehat has been harassing us a lot regarding the validity of killing that man in cold blood. So I think he's honestly right that it would not be justifiable and would actually even be like utterly immoral, even if I'm not working off a specific moral framework to my knowledge. That's all right. I'm sure there's always some kind of ideology. Yeah. I mean, honestly, all that reveals is that I'm just like unaware of my own entrapment and ideology, given that I might consider myself outside of it at a given time. Zizek said that, whatever, sorry, I don't read Zizek very much, and that might have been actually a misrepresentation of what Zizek says. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I might at some point read the what is it, the Sublime Object of Ideology for the Wizard Manifesto. I feel like I've heard it would be useful. Turn away and never look back. This reminds me of Bloodborne. Ilium Lois. That sounds like a very, very strange name. I don't know what to make of it. Ilium Lois. Kind of sounds Victorian-ish, maybe. Perhaps I'm wrong. Crit Multiplier says, I hate decisions. I like being murky. I mean, honestly, real Multiplier, I feel that. It just feels like inevitably we end up making decisions anyways. Eye of the Priestess. That was kind of cool. Okay, let's read a little bit, because we actually have several things that are worth reading at this point. That's not the Eye of the Priestess, Soul of a Giant. Now, where would we find that? Perhaps it's a key item. Knowing Dark Souls, an eye could totally be a key. That sure looks like an Eye of a Priestess. Okay. Allows one to see the unseen. This is like Bloodborne. Okay. The Eye of the Priestess, who watched Okay, excuse me. Okay, let me do this in the proper reader voice. The eye of the priestess who watched over Eliam Lois allows one to see the unseen. All the great priestesses replaced one of their birth eyes with this, returning in after their term was complete. Huh. That's fascinating. Okay. Do we have extra crowns, by the way? I'm realizing I've not actually read through the lore for the crown we just got from the Iron DLC. Where is the crown? Actually, though, do I put it on? Can I? Oh yeah, I guess I can just wear the crowns. For a moment, I want to see it. Oh, I can't wear for some reason. Understandable. So the old iron. That's a sick-looking crown. The crown of the old Iron King. The crown of the old Iron King who once ruled this land. The king, sunk below the scorching iron, met the one whose name must never be repeated and became Icarus Earth. Huh, Icarus Earth, interesting. But these were events of long ago, and today, no one even remembers the king's name. Huh. Damn. The sands of time, bro. Come for us all. Ozymandias moment. Wi-Fi says, hint, hint, I have characters ready for it. Oh, I see, Wi-Fi. That would be interesting. Oh my god, Nitrovan! Oh, it's so good to see you, friend. It's been so long. How have you been, man? Dude, how's the moving process going? Have you settled in nicely? We've really missed you here. Oh gosh, it's been a long time now. Huh. It's been like 5, 6, no, maybe even 7 streams since I remember you being here. What the hell? Dark Souls 1? Knights hate this trick. Never mind, wizards hate that one too. Fair enough. Okay, Nitroman says, just noticed you were streaming and thought I'd pop in basically just to apologize for not being here. Stuff has been tough lately and I haven't been around. Hope you've been well. You're good, man. Please don't feel the need to apologize. This is really just like I mean I hope you know, like, I mean, although you've been missed, it's not out of like, why isn't he here? He's supposed to be here. It really has been just like missed a good friend. So I'm glad you're able to stop by for at least a little bit. You know, hope everything's going well for you. I'm sorry it's been busy these days. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and run. Oh, what do you? No, never mind. That excuse me. Wi-Fi says the eye you picked up allows you to see ghosts. What? Oh, that's awesome! What a cool thing! That's sick! I'm so... that's a fun progression moment, like, that I didn't expect in this game. That's awesome. That's like, really... makes me smile, actually. That's so fun. You missed a lot of lore for the Iron King DLC. Damn, man, I'm sorry. That I guess I'm gonna have to go back to it and read some. It's funny, like, playing this as a Dark Souls, sorry, as a, oh, fuck me, playing this as a video essay channel, and, like, knowing that, like, oh yeah, like, in theory I'm supposed to make an essay on this. But it's like, the games that I have made essays on, I've played, like, ad nauseum, and I've watched a shit ton of videos on. This one I'm basically blind to, so it does kind of put me in a weird space where I don't think I'm really qualified to talk about it nearly as much as even YFAT or... I mean, no, dude, what am I saying? No, I've never been more qualified to talk about Dark Souls than anyone. And that was weird that I even suggested that I was for a second. But it's just that I think there are people that are more qualified than me, like, by a lot. And so it's just strange. But I'm still excited to make some kind of an argument. I do suspect it's going to end up being more like a video documenting my time in Bloodborne. Not in Bloodborne, sorry, but in Dark Souls 2. Like, I'll probably, like, make a big, long video. If y'all haven't seen it, by the way, give Grimnir's recent video some attention. He's put in, like, I think like 300 hours worth of editing into his Bloodborne video recently, and it's not really getting as much traction as I think it should be. It's his first experience of Bloodborne, and it's pretty cool. And also, I see there's a man behind me over there, and I'm a little intimidated, if I'm being honest. Oh, fuck me. All right, let's do this. All right, hello there, bandit. You know what? I think I'm gonna kill him. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna kill him. That was like, bro. Okay, so I don't think I have the right to really heal in this fight. So I think my fate is already sealed for me. I am dead. I do not know what the Soul Vortex does. Not fully. As is deserved. I appreciate that. I did not kill him successfully. I was very much startled there by the sheer amount of damage. Can anyone explain to me, did he parry me by looking at me? Like, because I wasn't even hitting him, I think. But that was brutal. Thank you for that fight, my friend. That was a good fight. I've learned something. Partially that I know nothing. Wife says, I definitely recommend watching some lore videos before making your video. Oh, for sure, dude. I promise you, I'm not gonna just jump into Dark Souls 2 video essay without seeing the greater scholarship on it. So, Crit Multiplier explains that he broke my guard because I had my shield up. So, that's powerful. The more you know. Thank you so much for that fight. That was cool. I'd love to see you invading again. That would be actually quite fun, and I would enjoy it deeply. He broke your guard. He guard broke you, which you can get a critical off of. I see. All right. Well, the more you know. We ball. It was so startling because I guess I just didn't expect that. But I think it was totally fair. I mean, I feel like half these fights is just like tricking your enemy into like not knowing what you have. I remember it was so fun having a faith build and like not making it completely obvious that I had a faith build, and only like whipping out my talisman like in the most like critical moment in the fight, where the enemy would just not expect to be suddenly attacked with a lightning stake and have half their health disappear there and then. Human effigy, that was worth it. That was really cool. Okay. Also, we're out of life gems. Very, very epic. Man, I'm running, man. Dude, I'm getting mogged on by this dog. That's a hell of a death. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Huh. You know, completely on a random note, I'm still reading Worm, the Parahuman series, rereading it, I guess, for the second time. It's crazy how long it is. I do very much enjoy it. I've been enjoying it much more this time around. The reason I thought of it is there's a character in there that I've never seen it done before. Whose power is that they are, what is it, like an immovable object and an unstoppable force, and they just I guess do horrible things to people. Like, I think, yeah, they have this like thing they like to do. Just they follow a person around for like a whole day, and they just like eat on them throughout the day. And like no matter how far the person runs, eventually the character just like comes up to them and maybe bites off a finger and lets them keep running, and it just goes on for a whole day. And if they stop running, they just like eat them alive. And it's like, wow, I've never seen that. That's kind of badass and insanely brutal in a way that I like my media to be, and that was delightful. Anyway, y'all should read the Parahuman series. It is fun. I've been listening to nothing but that in my headphones like for the past month, partially because it's again massive, but yeah, very much enjoying. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. Can I make that jump? Of course, because I can't make that jump. Okay. I can, however... Oh, this guy knows how to block a doorway. Okay. Let's see. Are they gonna attack me? No, I think we're safe. Unless he magics me, which is not out of the question. A chest? A glorious chest? The backstabs are delightful. Wi-Fi says, I usually run sword and board spell blades builds. Oh, I see. Oh, that's my favorite way to do PvP. I usually run sword and board spell builds, and it's so fun pulling out a sudden forbidden sun halfway through the fight and destroying my opponent. Oh yeah, like in terms of like Dark Souls PvP. Yeah, dude, it's so cool. I yeah, totally feel you. It's like, and then there was in Dark Souls 2 there was no, Dark Souls 3 there was a, also I don't know what did I just pull out there, but there was 2 spells faith spells that were just delightful. There was a lightning stake, which just does like absurd amounts of damage like to a person right next to you. And then there was another spell, which I think I don't exactly remember the name of, unfortunately. But its gimmick was that you would like strike the ground and it would create a bunch of like electric ripples. And that was awesome because it would be fantastic for roll catching people. And so what would happen would be, you're fighting, and then you whip out a lightning stake and you hit the opponent maybe once. It does half their health. And then the fight continues and you whip it out again. And so they roll away knowing they're going to get struck by lightning, by your lightning stake. But what they don't know is that the other spell has the exact same animation as the lightning stake. And so what ends up happening is they start rolling away, and instead of getting hit by lightning from above, they get hit by lightning from the ground. And it was such a fun build. I remember that was like, I think the only build in which I was like able to actually like successfully 3v1 once, and that was probably one of the best feelings in like actually playing Dark Souls. Just getting ganked and actually succeeding. Man. Speaking of getting ganked, For Honor was immaculate for getting ganked. There's like, if y'all ever play For Honor, it's such a one-of-a-kind game in how it just lets you, I guess, like customize your character and like look insanely badass as this particular like character that you've been designing. Like, because it's so cinematic. Like For Honor, if you've seen For Honor, the gameplay is sick. People are like constantly like flipping each other over one another. There's like, a siege actively going on, and then if you kill somebody, you get the most like wonderful, like brutal, cool looking executions. But that one, what did I mention? Why was I talking about it? We're just talking. Oh yeah, getting ganked. There's such a brilliant mechanic there where if you get hit by more than one person at a time, your revenge meter starts building up, and so you end up getting this thing that you can activate that makes you like basically temporarily like almost immortal. And that was so fun getting ganked with those, because just like actively just trying to bait a team to like fight you alone. And then if you know what you're doing, you just like become immortal for a little bit, and then you just team wipe. And that was sick, just holding a point by oneself, like Viking at Stamford Bridge. Man, I'm always playing Raider. Yeah, anyway, whatever. Enough about For Honor. No, none of you all are here for Honor. Sorry. Wefet says, Forbidden Sun is an extremely powerful fireball that has basically no cast time. Oh, that's so fucked up. It lets you just nuke your opponent with no warning. It's my favorite spell. I love to see that. Well, except I wouldn't want to have it used on me. And also, we're now fighting, looks like priests or something. We're going to go back to Majula real quick and make sure we have enough life gems and stuff. And actually, I think after that, I'm going to begin my final life, and I think the final life is going to involve, hopefully, some PvP. I'm down to do maybe 2-3 rounds of PvP, and I think I'm going to end the stream after that. I think that was a very climactic bonfire to get to, and so now I think would be a fun time for some PvP. After that, we're going to conclude today's stream. This might be one of my favorite streams we've done so far, partially from the glorious victory over the Fume Knight, and I felt kind of good today in a weird way. Like, feels like talking has been especially easy, and that's partially because you guys have been talking to me, for which I really thank you. It is so much more fun to do the streams when I'm actually actively having a conversation with you friends, so thank you all for that. I'm having some raspberries with whipped cream right now. It's kind of awesome. Oh my god, life is good. Okay, let me think here. Wi-Fi says, I used to love For Honor, but the community optimized the fun out of it. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I would say it's pretty cool when you have a good homie with you, and you don't care about ganking, and you just like fight entire teams, just like the two of you, just like me and my battle brother, and you know, people might be like, no, you can't gank. And the team might be like, no, you're supposed to help us at the main objective. But what you do is you hold 1 point the entire game until your whole team is dead. And then you kill the enemy team again and again and again until they eventually break as well. And that was such a, I don't know, horrible way to play, for sure. But it really was, like, immaculately fun. It truly one of my favorite game experiences for multiplayer. Just having that moment of glory. I used to play, like, a raider, and my best friend would play Berserker, and together just be this epical, glorious Viking combo, just flexing on our opponents, mogging on them, breaking them, belling them. It was great. Anyway, good memories. I should probably do it too. Do it more. I might go back to For Honor at some point in the coming days, just for fun. Probably off stream though. Who did you main in For Honor, Wi-Fi? I'm curious. Also, 34 live gems, I'll take it. And I'm wondering where I'm going to PvP you guys. Because there is a bonfire that I just went to, or spawned in from. Also, notably, just something to say, I have 1, 2, 3 locations that are still not unlocked to me. This tells me that we are approaching the end, unfortunately. Or maybe even fortunately. This really has been a long journey, but one that was fully, I don't know, full of great and memorable moments, I think, here. Tell you what, I am actually going to spawn at the abandoned dwelling. I'm spawning at the abandoned dwelling kind of at the previous bonfire, because I kind of know the area there, and I can kind of clear it out before anything happens, so we can have a little fight there. Wifet says, I was pretty decent at it, but nowadays, if you can't reaction parry light attacks, you can't compete. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I was ever like into the competitive scene myself. It was just fun doing occasional quick plays. I mained Warden, then eventually Warmonger. Felt, man. I started out as a Warden myself. It was like, Deus Vult and Fidel and all that. Those were the times. But then I ended up switching off onto Vikings, and the Vikings were kind of like, I don't know, playing Raider was just powerful. I think whenever I play like D&D or something, characters I make tend to be just Raider, and it's fun to actually get to embody that like in a game, as well as For Honor lets you, because For Honor really just makes you feel badass sometimes. Sometimes you get completely destroyed in a way that is I don't know, very demoralizing. Like few other games can make you, I think, as demoralized as For Honor, I think. But then when you actually do destroy people, it is like extremely cathartic. And also, please don't invade me just yet, because I don't want to die by accident, and then your invasion is ruined. Okay. Thank you all so much for the effigies, by the way. The effigies really have been a delight to just have here available to me. Also, I should probably equip my live gems. Yeah. So whenever y'all want to, please do invade. I'm prepared And at this point, I've basically declared final lives. Yep, Champion Royce. Oh my gosh, alright. It does like feel me a little bit with adrenaline, you know, getting to do PvP in front of an audience. It's kind of scary, if I'm being honest, but I love it. It's a good experience. Thank you all for being here. There he is. The beast. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what you got, man. Okay. Fuck me. That was kind of bad. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that hurt. Oh my god, I'm getting mogged. Alright. That hurt. Oh, deserved. That was rough. Well fought, man. Well fought. I'm down to for a few more if y'all are down. This is fun. I think this is are we 2-1 right now? That sounds right to me. That was cool. Also, Crit, are you still around? I haven't been seeing you in the voices in a minute now. That is fascinating. Okay. I'll go ahead and clear out this area once again in the scenario of getting invaded. Oh my god, I just like really like lagged very hard there for a second. It's crazy how the game sometimes just like reminds you that, oh yeah, you are in fact in a digital world, and it often happens, you know, when the game doesn't function. It's like that's when the illusion breaks, is when the game doesn't function like reality anymore. It's like, because you know, there's a degree of immersion, like wow, yo, like this like real life a little bit, but then you know something happens, like something lags really hard, and it's like when it doesn't perform like reality should, then you're like, oh, right, the immersion is gone. All right, Crit Multiplier says, yeah, but got invaded by a blue. Haha, damn. I don't know. Have I been invaded by a blue in my playthrough so far? I don't recall this. Good luck fighting the blue. Hope to see either you or Wifehead here in a minute. It would be delightful to have another go at it. I would love to have a chance to fight your insane sword build there. Also, fuck it. We love doing this. Everyone, what's your favorite berry? I'm eating a raspberry right now. Raspberries kind of peak, maybe second to cloudberries. Cloudberries are insane, if y'all ever had a cloudberry. Or you're not into berries, which is weird. Berries are amazing nutritional thing. Love berries. If I get ignored, I also understand that. That was perhaps a little bit out of pocket there, just bringing up that. Also, whoa, I'm getting invaded by the bandit. Hell yeah! And also, I got what? Hell yeah! Human effigy, 5 human effigies. Thank you, my friend. This is like getting a stream donation. Thank you so much, Wifehat. Okay, there he is, or is he? Is he there? No, he isn't. He's somewhere. I thought he was going to spawn in and out of the ground, but I guess that's not fair. There's a timer invasions. Oh yeah, right. I forget that. Sorry about that. Well, he knew what he's doing. All right. Hello there. All right. Ah, dude. All right. Hell yeah. Am I lagging? I think I'm lagging. I think I'm lagging kind of hard. No! No! Damn it. Tell you what. Y'all stay right there. I'm going to reconnect to Steam. just for a little bit. I can. Well, we'll do just like maybe 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna hop off, or we'll see. Actually, we don't want to. Wait. Let me experiment here. Okay, I just closed my Dark Souls. Hopefully I can just restart it and we're going to be online. We'll see. That's the first time that's happened. Yeah, damn. But, you know, from what y'all have seen, clearly, what's his name? Crit Multiplier would have been dead because he got hit by a spear, a soul spear, and the soul vortex. There was no way he could have survived that. So, you know, that's how it'd be. Sorry, Crit Multiplier. Just kidding, man. It was that you totally lived. Anyway, I think we're right back. I think that I'm logged into Steam. Yes, okay, we're set. And let me turn off my pondering screen. Okay, scene 1. There we go. Alright. Deesh. We're good. Like nothing happened. Alright. I hope for another summon sign. Again, I'm down for 1 or 2 more. Probably 2 more. That's it. 2 more fights, and that'll be it for me today. After that, well... Actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to say 1 more fight. We're doing 1 more fight today, and that'll be it. No matter what. And whoever is going to be the first, that's going to be you. So, yeah. I wait eagerly to see who wishes to battle. If I see a summon sign, I'll go for it. And if I just get invaded, I'll go for it. Yeah. Oh, man. It's so great having y'all here. Also, I never got the answer about the favorite berry. If you have a favorite berry, I wish to know. I'm curious, what is everyone's consensus on the best berry? I think, again, yeah, raspberries are cool, but cloudberries even more epic. Okay. I am 99% sure I am connected to Steam right now, right? Yeah, I am, right, because I can see bloodstains. So yeah, you should be able to invade me. I await eagerly a challenger. Ah, man, but this is... Man, what a crazy playthrough this has been. I feel like we've gotten to see so many insane elements of the world, and I actually had like generally interesting lore developments happening. Now, the question is, what's happening with the hat? Because we gotta have a good story, you know. It's like if I in the end just go ahead and kill the cartographer. I don't know if that makes for a good story. It feels like no character development. But then again, I don't know. I would be fulfilling my goal. This is like one of those like classic moments in literature. The goal versus the need of the character. I need... yes. I need a hat, and so I need to kill that guy, because that's going to fulfill me. No. It's more like... feels like I need to realize that the hat is not the important thing. That the hat is, in fact, really just a symbol, some kind of a... like, I don't know. I guess just a commodity that I'm using to, like, project my identity through. And that I actually shouldn't find the hat. And that in the end, the wizard is just the content of your character. But that also goes against the thesis of my whole playthrough. And I'm still waiting to be invaded. I'm going to talk about aesthetics so long as y'all don't invade me. And perhaps maybe I will have a slight, at some point, a cut-off time to my rambling. Yes. Whoever's joining, I am waiting for the very final invasion of the stream, which seems to be right there. Oh no, there's 2 of them! Well, tell you what, if that summon sign is still around... fuck it. You know what? Nobody ever said we can't do this. Yeah. Let's see. this is an interesting twist. Yeah, I guess this is how we do this, huh? Fuck. What am I doing, you guys? Ah, this is a hell of a meeting. Iconic moment. Okay. Okay. I'll start with the bandit then. Or actually, I don't know. Are y'all gonna tag team me? Oh, hello, bandit. Dude, okay. What's up with your health, my friend? What? What's up with that? Okay, that was fair. Good fight, fair enough. That will be cool to have that happen again in the future. Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll take that. It looked a little insane on the stream. I respect it. Good fight, my friends. I'm glad we had a chance to do this all together. Okay. Now I wish for a rematch in the future, but I think that'll be it for now. All right. Let me now go to Majula and have our classic departure. Yes. Why were you so little health, my friend? That seemed interesting. Also, I'm just like rewatching what that looked like in stream. It was interesting. Wow. Yeah, the latency was wild. No worries, no. I think that's part of the experience. Okay. Well, good game, good game. Wonderful, my friends. I'm excited to continue on our journey next time around, next Monday. About the same time it's gonna be. Also, before I go, actually, let's check in with this guy. How have you been?
There you are. You seek my teachings?
I haven't needed them recently, but what you got? Man, you really don't have a lot of teachings. Not very much useful, if I'm being honest. You know, perhaps maybe the Soul Spear Barrage could be kind of cool. You know what?
One day my teaching.
Yeah, maybe your teachings will save me. How about that? Let me go ahead and buy some teachings from you and see how good they are. Perhaps later for the future. Just as a little bit of foreshadowing for what's going to be up next. 8,000? I'll take 8,000. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? What is this? Shockwave? Stun opponents and make them vulnerable to... Okay, I'll take that. I'll take one of these. Take one of these. What is this? Yearn? People regret loss. Perhaps in the name of the sorcery harkens to this irony. Serves the decoy and lures foes towards itself. I don't know about that. Magic weapon? I don't think so. Yeah, alright, I think we're good there. Oh, my friends, this has been glorious. Oh, fuck. Make my decision, you're right. Damn. Okay. Let's see here. You're right, there is that final decision left to us. My God. Can I do it? Can I kill that man for little more than my own aesthetic? I don't know. I've seen so much, I've done so many terrible things in this world. What is one more to add to them if I get something amazing out of it? Perhaps this is the only way. Perhaps I have to. For how else will I be a wizard? If all that being a wizard is an aesthetic preference, then how can I be a wizard without the wizard hat? Gods. I don't know. God. Voices, are you with me? This is so hard. The decision... What's terrible about this decision is that if I spare him now, he is not immune to me later. I may very well kill him again in the future if I don't kill him now. This is not a final decision if I choose to let him live. For there's no finality in letting him live. Kurt Mosper says, on one hand, he does maps and is kinda nice. On the other hand, he can't even describe Craigton. How can he make good maps? Maybe his lack of skill was his downfall. I feel like it's not justified. Oh. Wow, look, an angel is here to talk to me and tell me that this is wrong. Oh, this is difficult. I don't know. Okay. This is the most like deliberate like murder in a game I've ever experienced. But so listen, cartographer. I have very little options here. You have something that is going to complete me in a way that nothing else will in this world. And quite frankly, I don't respect your map. I think it's kind of okay. Murder is never justified, says Crit Multiplier, but a hat is a hat, and like hats, so he had to go. Waffet says, which will it be? Give in to your inner darkness or reject your beastly instincts and choose your righteous path. Oh, I don't want to let you guys down. No. No. I am not going to kill this man. This is my final decision. I'm not going to kill him. He has not deserved it. And although he has something dear to me, and very, very precious, I'm going to spare him this day. And forever. I will not kill him. I do not wish to choose that path. I've gone down this path before. I've done terrible things. And I think this is ultimately for the better. Although I may never be a true wizard as a result. Perhaps I will at least... my consciousness will be at least lighter. And he'll have a life. No, I've taken many lives and I've resurrected many corpses. But I think this is where I should draw the line if I am ever to be better than who I was yesterday. I think the cartographer is going to live. I will never kill the cartographer. This is my final decision. I will not embrace the dark in the way that Crit has spoken to me. But I don't think I will necessarily either follow the path of the paladin. I am something in between now. I'm not quite the wizard that we think of as the wizard aesthetic, but I think this is ultimately for the better. And maybe, who knows, maybe I will be better in the end. But the journey is not yet done. Although the cartographer lies behind me. No, stands behind me. I think there's still bright things ahead. Alright. So, I'm going to do a final check-in with the voices, and I'm going to end the stream. Crit Multiplier says, I'm almost impressed if only you had a more respect-inducing hat. You have rejected the darkness, says YFAT. You have made the right decision, but beware, all choices have consequences. But one of the hats has a moon symbol. It does. Man, I could just jump off, you know? I won't jump off, though. I'll never jump off. Alright. Alright. You know, of course, let's leave off on the classic message. Never kill yourself. All right. Thank you, friends. This has been a wonderful evening. I've really appreciated it. I hope you have a great week, and I'm really excited to see you all next Monday to see where exactly our journey continues to lead us. Thank you all so much, friends. And yeah, have a wonderful week. Goodbye, friends.